Fire away.
We are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Rexy King of the Castle, where we will be playing King of the Castle, as the name suggests. So, if any of you have the game, by the way, feel free to, or just would like to join, feel free to join at King of the Castle, kotc.app using the room code. And yeah, you should be able to join there with the room code over there. So first of all, I'd say we can all introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Umberto from So You Think You Can Rule Persia. I'm one half of them. And if everybody else would like to introduce themselves, Bree, who are you?
Hi, I'm Bree from Pontifex, ranking all of the popes from Peter to Francis.
Michael.
I'm Michael. I am also one half of Quest for Power, and I don't know now, we rank everyone. We go from all the rulers from Fall of Rome to World War One, with caveat of we are starting in Ireland 500 BCE, so not quite.
Fair enough. That's close enough. And Nick, who are you?
Yeah, I'm Nick. I'm half of Totalis Jeffianus, where we rank all the Jeffs from Totalis Rankium. I am new, and I hope I got it right, but Bailey's not looking like he's mad. So.
Fair enough. Yes. Well, I guess we continue with Bailey, who's the other half.
Hello, I'm Bailey, the other half of Totalis Jeffianus, where we do rank all of the Jeffs from Totalis Rankium.
Nice.
From Totalis to Rankium, yes.
Totalis the Rankium.
And then John, would you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm John. I am one third of primetime prime ministers. We're ranking all the British prime ministers from Robert Walpole to the modern day because we didn't peg ourselves to a second name because we know it's going to change a lot. So.
Yep.
Valid choice, yes. And Greg.
I am Greg. I am the host of Popular History, but more relevantly of the gradually budding off cardinal numbers, ranking all of the cardinals of the Catholic Church from the catacombs to kingdom come. I am a plurality of cardinal numbers, although I very often have guests on for various things.
Very nice. All right, so as my beautiful diadem today suggests, I will be the king, and everybody will be trying to overthrow me in the most gruesome, violent way possible. So we'll see how that turns out. We'll see if they're successful or if I'll be able to survive and secure the succession. That never happens, so we might as well give it a shot one time.
No, last time we were all too busy infighting, and the king just won. So
that's my plan this time. We'll see if that works or not. Yeah.
We need to band together, guys.
Yes. No. It's fine.
Actually, can we all join the counts?
Let's establish our team and decide whether or not we're banding together.
Yeah. Just see what your objectives are, and I'll make sure to divide you, and then you won't have anything to care about. It's
You
fine.
don't need to worry about our objectives. That's a formality.
Yeah, it's all right. My objective will be just make everything keep together for like 2 years and survive. So that'll be good. All right. So I don't know if we want to wait a few minutes to start, or if we want to start right away.
I think it allows people to jump in if they want to.
Oh, does it? Okay. Well, then we can
Maybe type in the room code then on the chat.
Yes.
I can do that.
Somebody do that who has things open? Great. Thanks.
I do.
Brilliant. I think it should stay on top anyway, but we'll find out. Okay, well then, brilliant. If we're all ready to start my long and glorious reign, let's begin and we'll see what happens. So begin game. And we are presented with a loading screen, as all kings.
This is a good time to say that if there's a character who's not one of our specific, everybody needs to volunteer and do voices. So
yes, true. You should
that's
just rotate
right.
voices. So yeah, brief thing for everybody who hasn't seen this before. To win, I, the monarch, must have an heir and complete my ambition, just like in real life. There are all the different groups, the chiefs, the counts, and the grandees of the south must go through one of their schemes, and achieve a certain level in different stats. If your defiance is too high, you could start a rebellion against me and everything will come crashing down and we'll meet on the field of battle, which is great. And each scheme of the nobles has 3 separate stages that you need to go through before you can finally put your own pretender on the throne. And of course, as any good noble system, you can all vote for what the king gets to do, and I get to have some limited power in judging all of you and manipulating how the vote goes. So let's see how it all happens.
So we need to assassinate the heir every single time.
That's right, yes, it's Crusader King rules. Just assassinate 5-year-olds all the time. Okay, so
That's
here
our
we go.
that's our style.
Yeah, lovely
The
time.
Rexy pod away.
Yes, so let's begin. Council introduction. Let's meet everybody. This is the monarch. It's me. Hello. I'll appear in most cases. Who wishes to be the chancellor? Oh, also there are kingdom stats here, of course, based on treasury, authority, and how stable we are, which is nice. And then all the different regions have their own stats: trade, farming, military, faith, and defiance.
Umberto, are we supposed to be able to see the kingdom stats ourselves?
Just on
You should be
the
able to see
Zoom
them,
window.
Yeah, just on the Zoom window.
Wait, where's that? Sorry, as in I am currently looking at all of your faces.
Yeah, you're not sharing your screen.
Am I not? Oh, damn. Okay.
No,
Well,
I thought I
There he
was.
is.
seeing
I
it.
can see it.
I can see
Yeah, I
it.
can
Oh,
see it.
okay.
I can see it.
Oh, I can't see
Okay,
it.
well, John and I.
Been left out of the club.
You probably are on some. You need to
I
do
can,
the
I'm looking
view.
at the stream and I can see it.
Yeah, you need to like click on the view or something like that, and then do standard.
Oh.
Um, Umberto, you should also be able to pin your shared screen so that everybody can see it up front.
Goodness, let me have a go
This
at
is
that.
probably a good time for me to say I'm not sure I'm 100% where I need to be. I can see Umberto's screen, but I feel like I'm not logged in all the way.
It should say
Okay.
salutations noble, waiting
No,
for
it does
something
not.
exciting to happen.
Nope.
So I just found that at the top of my screen there was a button that I could press that let me choose between meeting and Umberto's screen, and that helped.
Okay, good. I'm not sure how exactly to pin it, but we'll see. Anybody?
I got
You
it.
want to make me an
We're
admin?
good.
I can help you.
Yes, absolutely. Let me give you that power. Make co-host. There we go. Yes. Hopefully you should be able to do things now.
Oh,
Let's see.
I'm just not logged in on the King of the Castle part.
Ah, there we go. Yes.
I'm like 90 years old apparently.
Yes.
So. Thanks to
Who wants
90-year-olds.
to log in? You can see up here in the top left, join the game at kingofthecastle.app or kotc.app and use the room code DWH and you can get in. So
I was just
hopefully
being the
everybody can
friendly
see.
sample person for the audience.
That's helpful. We always need sample people. I mean, most of our podcasts are based on having an audience surrogate, so that's
Yeah,
important.
you need a foil.
Does not want to let me pin. You were correct.
Okay, yeah. Fine.
Yes.
But-
So we thought we had covered all the techie stuff, but no worries.
We tried our best. Fine.
But if you listen to our podcast, you're used to this probably.
Yeah.
Well,
We're all here for a round of
Okay.
chaos.
So yes, defiance. That's a thing we have. Let's move on. Noble list. I can scroll through the full list of nobles and their wealth here on the noble list, which I can see here. Look at all the nobles. We have 6 people. They're all shining around, being very nice. So, okay, who's going to be the chancellor? Who's going to be the members of my council? We have a first character.
Anybody want it? Or I'll take it.
I could do it.
Go ahead.
Now that you're king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom. The wintry north, the desolate east, and of course, the scorching south.
Glorious places all. Love the weather of this kingdom. Okay, let's introduce ourselves to the chiefs of the north. Premium nobles. Ooh, exciting.
Oh.
So there is a customized noble. Good for them.
Oh.
They might appear more often. So I
So-
think this is one of our viewers. So
Who wants to read
who
for our
wants to
viewers?
impersonate, yes.
I guess someone who is a part of that group, right? The
Okay,
North.
then it'll be
That
me.
would
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it dealing with us lot.
Great introduction. What are the counts of the East more amenable to me?
Aha, okay. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Majesty. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. Ooh.
So we got him in the end.
Loving this. Yeah. Yeah, it was like died mysteriously and it's not recorded in the sources, but we all know what happened.
Yes.
And
Went
so let's find what threats the grandees of the South have for me.
May the ninth god bless your reign. Your Highness, I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith.
Okay,
committed to the
this
accent
one
now.
wasn't an active threat. That's good. This was just a veiled threat. Love it.
so we are the paladins essentially, the grandees of the South.
Looks like it, yes.
I think you're the Scots by the sounds of the accent that's laid out. And
Yeah,
that's
the Southern
fair enough.
Scots. It's just from Edinburgh. It's fine.
We're
Scots of
holier
the
than
South.
thou, Scots. We're holier than thou, Scots.
The desert
Yes.
Scots.
All right,
Yes.
and with that, the introductions are done. Huzzah! The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. Love this for me. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Well, sucks to be me, I guess. Okay, so our next point, let's go to the path to victory before the coronation. So, the monarch must acquire an heir and complete their ambition to win the game. A spouse is useful, but not necessary. Helpful. Complete your ambition before a scheme or rebellion usurps you, before you lose all authority, treasury, and stability. So I'll try and keep those. Apparently those are useful to an empire. Who's my spy master? Who's the
I
most
can do that
purple
one.
of you?
Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place.
So many options, all of them so good. I'll start with those fools couldn't scheme their way out of a paper bag.
Arrogance.
Love it.
Better kings than you have been toppled by the treacherous nobles, Your Majesty.
Ah, cowards.
To defeat
Spy
their
Master
schemes, you must
Spicy.
secure an heir and prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is this: when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you?
At
I like to
all
think
is a
it's the
good
bird
start.
talking.
Yeah, of course. It's a ventriloquist situation.
Ooh, which one are you gonna go for?
What do we go
Ooh.
for? What is it? What stats do we have? Is there anything we're good with? Peacekeeper, father of the nation. How is farming right now? Farming's pretty good.
Is Umberto using the royal
Military.
we here?
Yes, of course. We are. Indeed, we are.
I mean, I think that you want to be the architect of a new golden age, personally. I
Saint
think
Umberto
would
has
be
great
really good.
Saint
for
Umberto is good.
I think Saint feels like the one that makes. Sorry, I mean I think Saint. Also.
But what about being a conqueror? Those are the people that are remembered forever.
Yeah, you could be Saint Umberto the Great.
I could be Saint Umberto the Conqueror. That's pretty good. All right. I shall be remembered as a conqueror, of course. Why not?
A warrior king is sure to be remembered fondly if he wins more battles than he loses. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty.
Very good. All I need to do is just conquer everyone. That usually works very well, especially for stability. Okay, coronation! Hooray! I get to have a crown now. Chancellor, you're back.
Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time.
Shouldn't I be giving the orders now?
Of course, Your Majesty, but to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when the nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back.
We wouldn't want that, I suppose.
I don't know if I can commit to this. Okay.
Too late.
As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation.
What? But it's my coronation.
This isn't an absolute monarchy. Your Majesty, everything has to be run past a council vote. Even this. Shall we call the nobles in?
Very well. Let's start voting and see what happens. Choices and stats. I have 2 powers. So everybody can vote for a different option on your app of choice. And I have 2 laws I can choose. So I can use 1 law per vote and only 1 per season. So we'll see what that's like. When the vote opens, everybody will be able to vote on their own choices. And there is a timer, so keep an eye on the time. So I can either veto one or make my choice, which gives them 1 extra vote, which I like. Throw the king into the river, host a lavish parade, force the commoners to swear a blood oath. That sounds cool. Troops shall bear the king to the streets atop a shield is great. I think I'm gonna say that my choice is that I should be born across a shield in good Frankish fashion.
All right, nobles, we know what we should do, right?
Yeah.
Everything's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, the blood oath, definitely.
Okay. Don't question my authority.
100% the blood oath. Like, it's easily the coolest.
But a conqueror king wants to be seen as strong on the backs of a shield is perfect for that.
The blood oath is a good way to build a strong military. You know, you're getting people behind you. You're going to need those people to join the army.
Blood oath.
It's
Blood
also
oath is a good
metal
way to
is
get
heavy.
disease.
Yeah.
3 seconds. 2, 1. Oh,
There it
blood
is.
oath wins by a hair. Okay.
Rule
damn.
through fear.
There we go. So, all right. Well, blood oath wins. Voting is closed. And yes, hooray, we get to spread various types of hemophilia.
Yeah.
Ooh. The common citizens of the capital are lined up in a winding queue that loops along a dozen streets. One by one, they're brought before your throne, bowing and scraping. Stat changes. Our authority is now good, as all blood oaths do. It's quite commanding now. After a bit of prodding from my watchman, each citizen slices their palm and smears their blood on my boots, swearing their eternal loyalty. No amount of scrubbing will save your shoes after this.
I'd like to point out that the chat said it took 1 vote for this king to become tyrannical.
I'm not being tyrannical. I'm just being overruled by my nobles. It's very
It's gonna
simple.
make you look bad.
Yeah, exactly. This is just the historical sources slandering me. I never actually did this in history.
They were still your shoes that had the blood on.
True, yes. They were just red boots. Everybody misunderstood what was going on.
The red shoes are
now.
reserved for the Pope. Let's not forget.
Or royalty. It's fine.
Roberta was known as the Mat.
The last monarch who held a blood oath ceremony was King Timian the Mad, who also once declared war on the color blue. The peasants mutter darkly that another tyrant now sits the throne.
Ding, ding, ding.
Dang. What do the peasants know? They're not even nobles. End season. Well, we've done everything we had to do. We had a blood sacrifice, and I promised more
It was a
blood in
long
the form
blood
of
sacrifice.
conquest. So that'll be fun. Let's see how it happens. Next season, huzzah. Oh, time for the schemes. Good Lord. Scheme stages. Yes, winning the game. 3 scheme stages. So Ursa of the
Okay.
Bree clan, eccentric northern hero, stands precariously on the longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god.
Chiefs of the North, we all know that I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Umberto. How do we make that happen? Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Yes, the chiefs
Either
get to
through
vote for which
sorcery?
scheme they want to do. Sorcery, install a doppelganger, or absolutely end the world with Ragnarok. I mean, all good options. I would prefer to be replaced by a doppelganger, please.
I think
He just
we gotta
doesn't
go
want me to
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
See, we already went with the blood pact, and now we have to pick the metal option every time.
Yes. Okay, so Ragnarok it is. Raise the military, which also works for me. So I love this. It's good stuff.
My
Voting is
military's at a
closed.
7, so we're
yes.
starting strong.
Starting strong, I am now terrified, but let's see what happens. The chiefs plan to make an alliance with the ice giants to take over the kingdom. Firstly, they must not be weak, or the giants won't take their proposal seriously. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise their military to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Yeah, that's gonna be easy.
Listener, they are at 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listener,
Currently.
things are unfortunate for me right now.
Haha.
But then, Nazar of the Kinjin lineage, legendary southern prodigy, stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as in a daze. Who is our southern representative here?
That would. Yep.
A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered.
Yes, my fellow Scot.
So the options are a witch hunt, so get to the highest faith,
yes.
fervor, raising your own farming, or excommunicating me by lowering stability.
Well,
Ooh.
he's
Ooh.
already
Ooh.
made his entire population swear a blood oath. So maybe
mean, what
that
could-
sounds pretty sacrilegious to me.
It seems like faith is pretty important in this kingdom, as long as it's the blood oath
Ooh.
kind.
A witch!
Did no one vote?
I got it.
Billy
I'm
got it at the
debating.
end. Yes.
I got it in.
Oh yes, we are.
Okay.
Good.
Oh,
So-
We're gonna excommunicate? Is that what we're gonna do?
Excommunicate
All right.
or witch
I'm
hunt.
all
Oh,
for it.
excommunication looks like it is. There we go. Okay, so off we go. Boop. Voting is closed. And excommunication, lower
The
stability.
lower stability. Oh, Chaos Reign Supreme. I'm all about
That's
this.
not great.
I can live
That's
with that.
unfortunate. The grandees plan to persuade the archbishop to excommunicate the king. First, they must lower royal credibility. If only there was a blood sacrifice. No. To advance their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Everybody has their goals satisfied now.
Yes.
Terrible.
That's what I was hoping for.
Then
Blood oaths work, man.
Jeremy of the John Primetime dynasty, charismatic Eastern prodigy, leans delicately on a podium, whispering carefully.
Who's our count?
I guess it'll be me.
Yes, it's your
My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Umberto wears the crown.
It's not a very big crowd. It's okay.
Okay.
So the options are subterfuge, so probably murder me, intimidation, probably intimidate me, or uprising, which is uprising.
I feel like this is a good time to side with the team that's trying to lower stability and go for
Yeah.
I think
subterfuge.
it's
Yeah, it is.
Fight
also
each other. Fight each other. Raise
it's
stability.
also the metal as hell option.
I'm just saying, uprising is actually a nice combination of intimidation and murdering you.
Yeah. So I know I definitely need to increase stability. Chiefs of the North, please help me.
I feel like we've all learned
No.
from the last time where we spent all the time disagreeing with each other. And then
There is a score to settle here with the Berto dynasty.
So, stability will be lowered. No, my dynasty. It's so good.
and we also
The-
don't have another Berto that's in the Rexy population. So
No.
this line can't continue.
We can find a new one eventually. We can,
You could have reincarnation. You never know.
yeah, you can. I can name all my children Umberto. That's just going to solve the situation for generations.
Very Jeff.
So yes, the counts plan to replace the king's advisors with their own agents. First, they must prove that they're doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, the counts must source stability to 4 in less than 3 seasons, which is also satisfied. Huzzah!
Oh, you're
There.
in trouble, Umberto.
Yeah, I'm gonna end terribly. Please, somebody give me an heir. For the love of God,
Oh
Shouldn't
yes,
have done
you gotta
that
get
blood oath.
married now.
You
Yeah.
do not want an heir.
I need an heir, please. Anyone. Continue to the laws of the land. Adopt a law. Nice. I can have one new law at a time. So do I want Monarch's Golden Choice, which gives you money if you choose make my choice or swing votes. So after choice is made, you can re-choose or stop the count, which sounds cruel.
I was going to say,
shorten the
because of the
vote.
delay, I wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
That sounds
Have
like a
our
best to
audience
avoid.
blame.
Swing votes are golden choice. I like golden choice. Let's start with that. So I'll give you money if you vote for me, please.
I also think
Strong
stop the count
monarch's
is
choice.
offensive to those of us who consider ourselves counts.
Yeah, first of all.
So we have three options: the honor guard at home, an invitation among the counts, or a hordling attack in the south. Let's start at home. Let's start with the honor guard and see what that's like. Who's my marshal?
I'll be marshal. Now that you're king, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not?
Please don't hurt me.
You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, your majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision.
But what about the palace watch? Hoorah!
Hoorah!
Ah.
Don't make me laugh, your majesty. These tin soldiers can keep out the riffraff, but you expect them to stand up to a warlock, or a child of the viper, or me, for that matter?
Ooh.
He sounds like a
Threats.
Southern Scot to me. So,
Aw.
so we have an ally.
Yes. Well, what are my options then?
Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the counts with knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose,
So
Hell
cool.
yeah.
and the grandees
Yeah, we
offer
are.
the fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel.
Oh,
but
that's
that's
cool.
badass.
Definitely the most metal option, isn't it?
Yes.
It is.
One battle nut.
This is the metal timeline. Yes.
And also, like, gay women.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if I may be so bold.
Think carefully, your majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all.
And we all know how reliable mercenaries are. Well, tell me about the Northern Warriors.
Yes.
Bearded oafs with axes and no manners. They'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace.
Rude.
Good start.
Sounds fun.
No discipline at all, and I can't guarantee they won't run off on some random quest, but they're honourable, and in a fight, unbeatable.
All right, I approve of this. They're the strongest militarily as well. Tell me about the Eastern Knights.
The Order of
They
the
look so
Drowned
cool.
Rose are a highly respectable. They understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle.
They've got to use one hand for the rose.
But they look nice.
Yeah.
They mostly write poems these days.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Bunch of emo. Well, tell me about the Southern Battle Nuns I was most interested in.
Oh,
Terrifying
sick.
warriors.
Metal.
That kicks ass.
That is amazing.
So cool.
All right,
They've
I will voice
sworn.
the battle nuns.
They've sworn a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill state secrets.
You can't voice the battle. You're gonna voice the battle nuns, but they don't talk.
But their faith and loyalty is to the church above all, even your safety.
That sounds like a conflict of interest, but fine. Cool. And what for mercenaries do you suggest?
A band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bitten Brethren.
Better fist of hero.
They specialize in bodyguard work, but they're costly, and hiring foreigners will betray a lack of confidence in our kingdom's fighters.
Yes, but
That's
Also
giving
loyalty.
screamo, not metal.
I've made my decision.
I await your verdict with bated breath, your majesty.
Well, it's important to figure it out.
The North will be deeply offended if you don't choose us. But I do
Really,
have
Southern
to.
nuts. Southern
I know.
silent
They are so metal.
nuts.
Well,
Battle
we're
of
gonna
the
write a really
Metal.
sad poem. The
Yeah,
poem
like-
is gonna be so sad.
Poetry is important.
We need important poetry. Anybody advocating for me hiring foreign mercenaries to come into our country and
That costs
The
money.
battle bits,
Sure, you
Your
can
brethren.
do
Majesty.
that.
Way
I'm
too
watching
expensive.
whether your mouse
Money.
even goes over that button.
It's gonna be
That doesn't,
fine.
make it easier for us to sneak in and take over. Not at all.
No.
The battle bitten brethren. What's going on?
Do
I
you
mean,
not
they know
want
how to
terrifying
alliterate.
warriors? Do you not want people who look like psychopaths by your side at every moment, every day?
There's
Do
only
they
one
just look
force
like
with
it?
battle in their name that you want to
Are we
use.
good? Yeah. Hmm. You know what? I
The
think
chat
I'm
is yelling nuns, by the way.
nuns, just like apropos of nothing.
If
Nuns
they're yelling
versus
nuns, though, they're not going to get the job. It's the silent nuns who can.
Yes, that's right. Well, I think
Yelling
that,
is fairly far to the north, isn't it?
Yes.
yeah. I think we kind of have to go for battle nuns because
Yes, you
look
do.
metal as hell, and
Yeah,
we need to go.
yeah.
For it. We must.
It will
pretty sure they were
offend
made
us,
of metal.
but you gotta.
I must. It's a moral virtue that I need to go with. So the
I'm
Southern
offended, but I
nuns.
get it.
Mm. Choices.
Yes. So we
Marshall?
have chosen the battle nuns. Yes.
I will make the arrangements at once.
Brilliant. The battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel masks betraying nothing, before filing into formation behind your throne. I've made a good choice. I'm sure this will be fine.
That would be terrifying to watch.
I mean,
Yeah.
exactly. Is
If they were
anybody
to
going to
kill you-
want to defy me having these people behind my throne?
I would not.
The
I'd be
North
like,
will.
Exactly. No. It'll be fine. We'll solve this.
You can't
Just
trust those
cripple
Northers.
my own military, and that'll be all right. Okay, well, since it's in the screen, let's go with an invitation from the east. Without a word, Conte Nick hands you a blood-red envelope. It is sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull.
No one around you is speaking. No one said anything since the blood oath.
Without a word.
It's been a very quiet few months. Everybody is questioning their decisions to have a hereditary monarchy.
This was the really sad poem I mentioned.
Yeah.
See?
Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night later in the year.
We will be
Well-
deeply offended if you do not attend.
What is this all about?
I can say no more. You must choose whether to accept our invitation or to decline it.
I assume it's just everybody really appreciating my blood oath from the beginning. So
It was metal, and we appreciate symbolism.
yeah, and we have the battle nuns; those work too. I mean, I think it's all coalescing into a theme. I suppose I shall attend this event, whatever it is.
If you love blood, this event is for you.
Yeah,
I will see you
Yes.
at the next vigil, Your Majesty.
damn.
Evil targeted advertising.
Yeah, I search for blood sacrifices one time, and all my targeted ads are ruined. The algorithm is gone.
That and blood donation, they're just, they go hand in hand.
Yeah, of course. More or less willing. Hordling attack. Let's see what that's all about. That sounds benign. Well, who's going to be our grandee?
Oh, I suppose that's me. Your Highness, I'm ruined. Hordlings have occupied my vineyard and driven my staff away.
We got rid of all our nuns.
Could we borrow the
What's-
nuns back,
what's a
please?
hordling?
We didn't mean to send all of them.
Should have kept a few, damn it.
Marshall?
Grubby little creatures, like fat green babies with claws, hard to
Yeah.
kill. Fire is the only way to get rid of them permanently.
As with most things, fair enough.
Whatever you do, we would do it soon. They're eating all of my grapes.
Not the grapes.
Not the grapes.
No.
I have real problems here.
And why can't your fellow grandees help out?
My plight is of no interest to them.
Because
Yeah,
it's grapes.
It's almost like the nobility is self-interested.
They're beer
Terrible.
drinkers.
Very well, I will assemble the council.
I bless you, Your Highness.
All right, what do we want to do?
Ooh.
So the options are burn the vineyard with the hordlings inside, strong arm the other grandees into sending military help, or hire an adventurer from the guild to investigate.
Ooh.
I care for neither of these, so let's strong arm the other grandees. I mean, that's my choice. Is there anyone I don't want? I don't. No, well, this is the last one of the season, so I'm going to veto burning the vineyard because I want my grapes.
That's the metal option.
No, it's been too far.
Grapes are not metal.
We can have a grizzled adventurer. That's metal too.
I feel like this
Chat-
scenario was not particularly metal.
Chat is saying that they need the grapes for wine to make it look like they're not drinking the blood of commoners.
That's fair enough. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That's
chat.
very important. Okay, so let's start our vote and see if we want to strong arm grandees or hire an adventurer. Is the
Well,
adventurer
that's-
going to be cool and have rugged good looks? We don't know, but we can only hope.
Yeah, that won't come back to bite you
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, there's
Strong arm.
Definitely
arm.
strong arm. My goal is to lower stability and save my grapes.
Stability is fine. Oh wow, everybody is agreeing to just strong arm the other grandees. Love
Yeah,
that.
Which
even-
means
even-
it's the right choice for you.
even the
I
grandees
accept
are-
that, yeah.
Even the grandees are we're holding our own arms.
I mean, fair enough. No adventurer, very sad, but the guild will hear about this. Strong arm the other grandees. Woo. When the grandees grudgingly send in their token force, slaughter ensues. The hordlings put up a meager fight before scurrying into the hills. See, problem solved. You had battle nuns, you had some backup ones you could use.
I love how you took your defiance down with battle nuns and now you increased it by strong arming the
I mean,
grandees.
we need to lower it, and what do we lower if not to raise it again? It's you know.
Nothing ever comes back from the hills.
Yeah. Peculiarly, the grandees discover that the hordlings filled Grandee Kinjan's wine cellar with spoons, so many that it's almost impossible to move down there. Okay.
That's
I guess
sinister
this
as
will-
hell.
That is absolutely
back to metal.
So.
This will
Always
be the
metal.
spoon economy.
I assume they're
I
metal
guess.
spoons.
That's wild.
Sorry.
It will take some time before the vineyard is back up to full production, but Grandee Kinjan is grateful for the help. Get more money. See, I'm a good king. I do good things. Please
Right.
don't dethrone me.
Just a minor
All apart.
excommunication.
Yeah, just a small one.
Yeah, and if you
hasn't
get
had one?
excommunicated, you only have a bunch of really loyal, silent nuns.
Yeah, I
Mind
can
you.
make my own pope. That'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, you should definitely try that. Let's see how that
always
goes.
works.
Yeah.
I should just
Let's
mark
see-
the
let's see
march on
how it
road
works.
and call myself Otto, and we'll be good. Okay, end season now. Let's see what happens in the new time. Oh, building voting. Right.
Oh,
So nobles can use their wealth to bid on any building in the region, each of which affects a wider stat.
okay.
So this is done through an auction. Only the two most funded buildings are chosen. The
Aha.
auction is open. Nobles can fund through increments of 100.
I
Ready?
have
Hit
most
start
money.
auction. So you have options to build a fortress, increasing military,
Oh.
library, increasing stability, cathedral, increasing faith, stadium, decreasing military in the counts, an aqueduct, increasing farming in the grandees, or prison, decreasing stability in the grandees.
Well,
You know,
you all know
as
the
a
correct choice.
as a chieftain, and the way that this tyrannical rule is going, I really do think we need a fortress to protect us.
I think you need a prison to throw
I think
all
you need
those bad
libraries because it's
people.
important to read. Remember, kids, stay in school and read books.
We need to throw all of those evil people in prison.
I think
Well,
I think we're agreed. There are only 2 buildings to be built, and there's only 2 buildings that have been voted for.
yeah.
And we
well,
will-
damn.
Any thoughts
Seems
from the chat?
unfortunate.
Someone has suggested a Fortress of Oblivion.
Fortress of Oblivion, yes,
That
please.
seems
Fortresses
correct,
of
you know?
Oblivion always keep people safe. Nobody's ever
Or-
escaped from a Fortress of Oblivion.
Ooh, the aqueduct is
Or
creeping up a
a
little.
prison of oblivion. You can't escape from that.
Yeah, an oubliette.
So we need to secure the north. Winter
Here's
is
the north
coming.
again. There's ice giants there. Apparently, somebody is discussing negotiating them. I don't know what they were thinking. Time's up, and I think to nobody's surprise, everything is terrible. We have funded a prison which will lower our stability. because I'm going to imprison all my political rivals there, and a fortress which is going to increase the military of the north. Which is great
we have
for me. I just need more soldiers.
there's an uninvited guest here.
Oh no. One for the
Not
prison.
a butthole.
To prison.
To prison.
I
Appropriate.
think we just built a prison.
Yes.
I need to move rooms too, so that's a great.
So, prison and fortress it is. End of the season. What new things do we have? A spot of heresy? Finding a spouse? The Crimson Vigil?
The Crimson Vigil.
Ooh.
Any preferences among my courtiers?
Let's
The
find him a
Crimson Vigil.
spouse. Oh, okay.
Spouse.
Let's not
I
find him
think
a
the Crimson
spouse. That's how he
Vigil.
wins.
The Crimson
Yeah, but we can give him
Vigil.
a really bad option.
True.
We
Metal-
are all about
metal option.
red
Metal.
blood.
We'll
Crimson
give him.
Vigil, I think, is most metal option.
The Crimson
Yeah.
Vigil.
Crimson
Crimson
Vigil.
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 Let's start. We started with blood. Let's continue with blood. The Crimson Vigil takes place in a bleak castle atop an eastern hill. Your journey takes weeks, and your baggage train keeps getting stuck in bogs. Surely it's fine. Guests at the Crimson Vigil compete on who can dress in the most ghoulish and frightening costume. What did you dress as? Well, I'm
Ooh.
clearly going to go as extra as possible. I mean, the kingdom's
Yeah.
finances are forced for something, and that's my costume. So I'm going to go as a dragon with gem-studded wings and a
Oh,
golden
Your
tail.
Majesty.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
The peasants can just feed on my
The
face
shoes.
card, I suppose. There we go.
The blood on your
Blood.
shoes. They can feast off.
Blood on my
The
shoes,
flies
very
that have
good.
accumulated on your
Authority is
shoes.
improving. The wings get stuck in castle doorways, but you keep tripping over the tail. But the counts are in awe at such a display of ostentatious wealth. I
Oh,
mean,
Your
look at them. Of
Majesty.
course they would be. Have you seen their knights? This is clearly what they're into. As you're assessing your appearance, Conte Nick sweeps in dressed as a living corpse.
Welcome, welcome. Your costume is extraordinary. Your Highness, truly, it puts the rest of us to shame.
That was the objective.
Please remember to stay in the upper levels. The dungeons are out of bounds.
That sounds
So,
cool and normal. Yes,
My
I
favorite
love
part of
that.
this is he asked for clarification about this event and it was refused. So presumably he just
Yeah.
did the dragon costume thing and it just happened to be a costume event.
I mean, that's how I show
That
up
was just
everywhere.
planned anyways.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
you think
strikes
this is your
Saturday night, a
costume?
random one.
It strikes fear on the battlefield.
In the ballroom, you find the counts gathered, all dressed up as frightful monsters, wolfmen, pumpkinheads, witches. A waiter
Yeah.
glides past, holding a tray of canapes. A pianist plays a mournful tune.
The Crimson Vigil begins at midnight. What role will you take? A mourner, or are you willing to portray a hound of the betrayer?
I mean, I know which
That's pretty
sounds
metal.
most metal.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I need clarification. I think I know what we need to do. First of all, do you not have a more prestigious role you can offer me?
The most prestigious role
Ooh.
is the King in Exile, but that is usually reserved only for counts who have been attending the vigil for many years.
I do
Also, I'm
think you
not
should be an
exiled.
exiled king.
Yeah.
It's
pretty
practice.
metal.
Oh, damn.
I'm not sure that you deserve this honor.
Well, I will play one of the hounds of the betrayer and see what that means exactly. The counts gather after Conte Nick delivers a short speech about remembering the old ways. A flaming crown is placed upon their head.
Oh,
I mean, that's a great
Okay.
look. Love that.
I look so cool. I will
Oh,
be
damn.
playing the King in Exile this evening. The hounds of the betrayer will try to catch me, but fear not. I am swift as a falling star, as old as the hills.
Got bad
I
knees.
shall chase after you as my role as a hound.
with my wings.
Yeah.
and tail.
It's the most comfortable thing I had to wear. Nick runs down the corridor, flames licking behind them, and you give chase. A dozen other hounds of the betrayer run alongside you, howling and yipping enthusiastically.
Those ones are actually dogs.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, what
One
kind
human.
of convention are we at right now?
It's
Yeah.
the Muppet approach.
Yes. Somehow, despite the silly costume and massive flaming hat, Nick is quick on their feet. Catching them won't be easy. Oh, damn, challenges. Yes, let's go.
Oh.
So
Oh.
there's a percentage chance if I chase after you. It can either be random or based on a stat, so this one is entirely random. Head back to the mourners without catching your prey. That's a coward's approach. Chase after them, or slip back to your chambers, abandoning the game entirely. No,
That's
I'm
not
going to
very
chase
metal.
after. We must. You must engage in this game. Your stupid wings get stuck in a doorway and slow you down, allowing me to slip away. Yeah, they are somewhere in the castle, but you'll never find them now. The one time I choose to wear wings, the one time.
I'm sure that's not embarrassing.
No, it's fine. This is the epitome of royalty.
Imagine the
remember, your
Tyrant
tail-
King stuck in a hallway.
Yeah.
Release
with
me!
wings.
Your
How
tail
dare
didn't
you.
betray you, so you can keep doing that.
Exactly. I can whip it back and forth. It's great. I can trip people. It's studded with jewels. Love it. To your surprise, the counts are ecstatic that the king in exile evaded you. They declare it a good omen and smash a bottle of red wine, in celebration. Nick does not reappear.
Haha.
Or like,
Yeah, no, I'm gone.
are
So
you okay?
that flaming crown took me.
You are the king in exile now, so you were just
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm exiled.
After that, the music is more cheerful. The counts dance and chat long into the night. At dawn, you board your carriage and begin the long journey back to the capital. Hooray! A spot of heresy. Well, let's save the spouse for last. Let's save the best for last at the end. A spot of heresy is always fun. Chief
Yeah.
Trocadero, who's going to be speaking for them?
Oh, that was me.
Yes.
Your greatness, I'm stunned, outraged, and incensed. I've been summoned to a trial by the Inquisition on some nonsense, fabricated charge.
Were my nuns involved?
They're saying a group of church missionaries went missing near my lands. The weather's cold around there. Anything could have happened to them.
Sure.
No one dares defend me on their own. They're too scared of the High Inquisitor. The trial is set, but the council must intervene, Your Greatness.
I like the titles. Who's the High Inquisitor? Oh, though she remains silent, the council is keenly aware of the High Inquisitor's steely gaze from across the chamber.
She can't speak, so.
No. The
It's a
nuns are
thumbs
there.
up, thumbs down scenario.
So what options do we have? Search for a witness to defend Chief Trocadero, help the Inquisition gather evidence against Trocadero, or suggest he pray for a good outcome.
You better
So
come
these
to
are
my
all
defense.
percentages.
I was gonna
These
say,
are all percentages based on our faith stability or just chance. So I'm just gonna see where the chips fly. I'm gonna accept this. Let's find out what happens.
I would suggest you take a look at our military stats, sir.
No. That's too much.
Hmm.
Oh,
You're all
well.
turning on me. You're giving him what he wants.
Inquisition. With the bat. I see the battle nun contingent
Oh,
has really
rude.
collaborated together. So,
Why are you letting him divide us?
yes. To conquer
We're
you,
not.
that's
We're
why.
working together
So
against
help the
you.
Inquisition to gather evidence against
Bill
Trocadero.
nods give no response.
Yes. Unfortunately for Trocadero, the bodies of the missing missionaries are found hidden in his cellars.
Oh.
Poorly hidden, nonetheless. Upon
Oops.
hearing the news, however, the High Inquisitor gives a thin smile. What? Excuse me?
I like to think the
My-
bishop is actually facing forward here, and he just has purple eyes and like a has-been style.
He's doing that. So, yeah, my authority is now iron-fisted. Thank goodness I'm very unstable. That'll be fine. Who's the High Inquisitor? Oh, God.
Ooh, she talks. now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, damn.
Oh
The treasury's increased, thank goodness. Who's going to speak as High Inquisitor?
Your Majesty, this is very interesting indeed. The Inquisition thanks you.
You
So where
killed
that
one of
came
my
from?
chiefs.
We get a bunch of money, and Chief Trocadero II has joined the council. Huzzah! Cash. Who knew working with the Inquisition was so good for the state?
Justice for Trocadero.
Yes, he got justice. That's what happened. Were you not there?
Oh, I'm coming for you all now.
Time to find a spouse. Huzzah! In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Good Lord.
Wow.
Um,
Hey, Nick, how you feeling about that?
Who's going to be playing my mother?
Who hasn't gone much? Who has only?
I
Do
guess
all of
I
us have
can.
2 voices now? Do all of us have 2
Yeah.
voices?
Everybody have
Okay.
two
Yeah.
Do
voices?
you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Do you want to do it,
My thing
Michael?
was fine. Sure, I'll go for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's almost been a year.
I
I didn't know your mother was Mickey
busy.
Mouse.
I was thinking Miss Piggy.
Oh!
I mean, I
Copyright
have been watching a lot of
infringement
Disney, so
immediately,
I'll
yes.
go for that.
Yes, I've been busy, mother. I have stuff to do.
You better find the time. Don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind?
Let's go for any. Let's see who the candidates are.
Excellent. I'll send out messengers in the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer.
Oh, so that's a future thing. Well, very well. This was just mother nagging me. Good. New season! Huzzah!
How dare you?
She's always watching.
Yeah. In a picturesque castle overlooking the southern city of Kavana, 2 grandees are lying back and enjoying the sun.
Oh, you're muted, Greg.
The city may look peaceful, but underneath is nothing but discontent. All across the kingdom, peasants are sharpening their cutlery and barricading their shacks.
It's okay. The North's military will help us.
They know a storm is coming. And who better to blame but the High King himself?
Exactly. The commoners are afraid, and it's time for them to find their faith.
For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must raise all regions' faith to a combined total of at least 10 in 4 seasons. Why is everything already satisfied? This is terrible for me.
I love that we have 0.
Combined total.
All good.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
please
crazy that-
communicate everyone.
One side has 0 and we're still at 11.
Damn.
That's
not great.
amazing.
Taxation.
Battle
Yay, taxes. Huzzah. Here I can set different levels of
Since
tax
you're
or
already-
bribes.
Since you're already popular.
Yeah, I might as
So
well go out with
popular.
a bang.
Yeah,
Balance
there's really
nature,
no need to
treasury
tax
against
us.
defiance changes. Okay, trade bonus. All nobles gain wealth here, but 1 regions gain extra wealth with a trade bonus. Regions with higher trade are more likely to get trade bonus. Fine. Okay, I'm definitely going to try bribe the chiefs so they're friendly with me because they're very defiant, and I can just tax everybody else into space.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Your Majesty,
Okay.
Your
Suckers!
Majesty.
let us not go
Okay,
this way.
well, you wouldn't
Yes, where
want
is your faith
everyone
now?
to see.
No,
You
this
wouldn't
is
want
fine.
everyone to see the picture of you stuck in a doorway with your silly ass costume,
Mm.
would you?
We had a
Great
portrait painter come in.
costume.
We were actually very pleased
Really-
with how quickly he produced the painting. It's good.
Yeah, yes. Hmm,
To face
hmm.
God's wrath.
But I could pay enough money to
Taxing the
silence the portrait
church. How
maker.
dare you?
Feel free to tax us. Feel free.
Yeah, I mean, I need to
We'll
make
see.
up for the,
We'll see
for the
what
bribes.
happens.
It's gonna be fine. I'm sure it'll be okay. I mean, you're all good, loyal nobles. So let's confirm this tax.
I think it's
cruel
time we
tax
send a
on the east and
diplomat
the
so it
south.
counts.
And a bribe to the north. No,
Deeply
it'll be
offended.
fine. End of the season. Hooray. New information. Tough times. The Horde strikes back or eligible
Great.
options. Well, since we went with the spouse, let's just check the eligible options. Mother, hello.
Oh God, I don't know if I can do this again.
You got this.
I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance.
And a partner for life to have and to hold, don't forget.
I suppose so, but the alliance comes first.
Damn. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Wait, I don't even get to meet them.
There's no time for settlement. You just need a match that befits your station and suits your political needs.
Damn, mother, cold. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This is Kistred, firstborn heir of the Northern Bree clan. Apparently, the other Northerners had nicknamed them Wind Speaker. Can't
Pretty
imagine why.
soft.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
not very metal to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very metal to me.
The wind.
Strangely enough for a Northerner, they're an enthusiastic convert to the worship of the ninth god. They were
Okay.
already engaged once, but it didn't last. No one knows why.
And no one's found the
Ooh.
corpse of the.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
man.
That's suspicious.
This
But
is all very promising.
You know, they'll have a good time
I
with the
think
battle
that
knights.
them being worshiping the ninth god is good for you.
That is good, yeah.
Because
No,
I
that's
can
good.
see
It is
it
really
good.
want to-
Very good.
I suppose. Let's have a look. Ooh, very, very foppish.
This is Niklas, the eldest son of the Eastern John Primetime dynasty. Apparently, they had a hell of a time getting him to the smile for
Oh
this
no.
portrait.
Not starting well.
See that beautiful fur coat he's wearing in the portrait? Wolf Pelt hunted it himself. He did have to suppress a peasant revolt in the land recently. I wonder why.
That's a useful skill for a king consort.
Sounds
Might
very
want that.
eligible.
He's an intriguing candidate.
Okay, 80 years old. What's going on here? What happened to our nation?
Gray hair is fashionable.
Yeah.
And finally, from the south, Serafina, the eldest daughter of the unreliable narrator lineage. A formidable woman.
Eldest for sure.
Oh goodness.
Lo siento. The Southerners say that her heart is as cold as the northern winter.
Good start for a spouse.
Like many in the South, she claims to put her faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns. And she's not grand plans. By all accounts, she wants to change the world.
Not such a good feature to have in a consort,
Yes.
is it?
Yes, I don't want my consort to have too much power. Don't like the look of her.
Oh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I'm going all over the place.
Yes. Okay, so I've made my decision. Does anybody have
Quelling
any
revolts.
words in favor
Quelling
for their?
revolts is a
I think-
very good thing.
I think Kestrel of the North is acceptable.
I think
Nicholas
we
is
should
the
respect
only
them.
one
They were
that's going to
nice.
not get you excommunicated.
I'm-
The others
I'm
are too
here-
holy.
I'm here for Nicholas.
I mean, the
I
others
think-
might be a shield against the church. That's helpful.
I think
refuse to
Kestrel
marry any
might
of them.
help
I think
you.
that will be great for stability.
Yes, exactly. Just decide to never
Give me-
name an heir. and
Give
just
me
die.
better options.
No one's metal here. You should refuse.
I think you
Seraphina
should do
is pretty-
Kestrel. I think
Nicholas
we
is-
can agree with the North.
Nicholas
Nah.
Nicholas is pretty metal. He hunted a wolf with his
I
bare
would say
hands.
Nicholas too. I
Yeah.
would say Nicholas too.
You need
And
some faith in the
imagine-
North.
It's just hunting, though. That's not really beefy and strong.
And really, I mean, hunted a wolf pelt. Like the wolf pelt was just left in the woods and they found it.
No.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how impressive is that really?
The chat
Like
says
an
but
Nicholas.
like-
hunt.
Gothic and metal, we're like cousins, truly.
Mm.
Yeah. But I already do have the metal and gothic battle nuns. I think that's enough for the court.
That's true. I think you
Otherwise it
should
will be
refuse
gauche.
them all.
I think you should refuse them all then. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
refuse
only
them
real
all.
option.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Kestrid of the North.
Oh.
Kestrid
No.
of the North.
What is it with
shall
you and
be
these
my
northerners?
spouse.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit
All right.
like these Northerners.
It's
need
going to be
kick down.
fine. Don't worry.
Ooh, our defiance went way down. Ooh,
The one with the strongest army is my friend.
that's what you
Yeah.
all get.
Yeah.
I'll make the arrangements.
Huzzah, a wedding at last. But What are our next options? The Horde Strikes Back or Tough Times? Well, let's follow up with the Horde Strikes Back. Oh dear. Who's our grandee? Chief?
Your Holiness, the Hordlings, they've returned.
Oh dear.
Not the wine.
The soldiers we sent only got rid of them temporarily. They've taken over my vineyard again.
Not
Those
the
little
grapes.
bastards are impossible to kill.
Not the grapes. What about the spoons?
Kill the spoons.
Really?
Oh, never mind that. Your Highness must act quickly to alleviate the spoon shortage in the south.
Why do they have spoons?
Spoons are disappearing all across the region.
I'm sorry, spoons?
Never heard of a spoon.
It's no laughing matter. Have you ever tried to eat soup with a fork? It's simply impossible.
Fine, I shall call a vote.
Praise be. Thank you, Your Majesty.
What are the options here? So we can either pivot the South's industries to making more spoons. Good start. Burn down Grandee Kinjan's vineyard and destroy the Hordlings, which we could have done originally. Order a hunt for the missing spoons. No, absolutely not. Or do nothing. These are trivial matters. What do I want to vote for?
Burn
Crash
it
the
all.
economy.
Burn it all.
Burn it all is pretty good. I do like burning everything. You know what? I'm going to put my Monarch's Golden Choice for burning down the vineyard. You will all get money if you vote for it. So know what you should do. Know your place, nobles.
We're burning it all.
No hunt for
We need
missing
a witch
spoons.
hunt. We
How much
need a
money
witch
do I
hunt.
get for voting for that? Because if that wins, I
Witch
actually
hunt.
lose money.
Witch hunt.
You probably get more. Trust me. It'll be
No,
fine.
you want a witch
That
hunt.
sounds correct.
Yes.
There you go. Witch hunt.
Burn
This
it.
seems like-
Burn it.
Oops,
No.
I meant to click
Witch
the other
hunt.
option. My
Why
Yes.
bad.
are you hunting spoons? How dare
Yes,
you?
we must hunt for the
It's a
spoons.
terrible deal.
I would burn
This is
down
a
the
valid
village.
use of
Blues Clues.
resources.
I would burn it down, but unfortunately, it's what the Northerners want, and you've
Oh.
been far too
Damn.
partial to them.
Terrible.
We're letting him tear us
So I
apart.
suppose we're going to be hunting for spoons. Never.
This is a good use of our resources.
Don't say suppose like you're not the person in charge while this order is being given.
I'm not in charge. I'm going to
Hold on.
claim I didn't know anything. Peasants are conscripted from farms for the spoon hunt. Priests begin praying for solution in chapels across the south. The city watch takes double nightly shifts to look out for the elusive cutlery thieves. And last but not least, thank goodness it's tough times. Everything was going too well for my kingdom. Chief Sharkanero II,
Okay.
after the untimely death of his father.
As if you killed his father and they're still all very happy with you.
It was the church. I only looked the other way. It's fine.
Your Highness, we've fallen upon hard times. Our villagers are flocking to the south and we're running out of workers.
It's not a surprise. The South is just a better place to live.
Rude.
Right. So the options are donate treasury money to the northern peasants, enact a tithe on the south to raise money for the chiefs, or leave them to deal with it on their own.
Donate from the treasury. We're having hard times over here. You killed
We
our
know what
lord.
we're doing, right?
It's
We
just
know
the
what
laws
we're
of
all
supply
doing?
and demand.
The monarch
Donate.
is going to veto.
No, no, no,
This
no,
is
no,
the
no.
wrong button. The monarch is going to actually veto.
No, no, no,
Moving
no,
on
no, no.
their own.
How dare you veto the only option worth picking? This is just not acceptable,
No, no, no.
Alberto.
We need to help the
Donate.
north. They're helping.
No, we
they're,
don't.
They're good people.
Unbelievable.
My new
Everything you
spouse
do is
from the
about
north.
serving the North. You want to marry
All
someone
about
from
the
the North.
North.
You want to give
Oh,
money
the
to the North.
North.
Serve the north.
The North has been very loyal so far. Other people have been inviting me to blood balls and putting me in compromising situations.
Well, I
I
know I
don't know
don't
about
want to
you.
tithe on the South.
Damn it, I clicked the wrong one. I'm sorry. I apologize, Southern.
We
Don't be
Noted.
upset.
Yeah.
Justice for Trocanero the first.
We burnt one of the North last
I
time.
don't
think
like
it's kind
any
of better.
option. I vote third party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just
I'm
we're
splitting the
abstaining.
vote.
We're using
Yeah.
our right to abstain.
Very well. So it shall be. Voting is closed. We have voted for donating treasury money to the northern peasants. That's why we had to brutally tax everyone else. Remember?
Exactly.
That's why.
Yeah, totally.
Right. Yeah, I feel great about it.
I can't tell you what this means to the North, Your Highness.
With the treasurer's help, you arrange payments to be made to peasants who remain in the north. The peasants have full bellies and their farms thrive.
I want to point out that
Good
along with
king.
the bribes that you previously gave the North, it sounds like this entire economy is just about passing money northwards at the moment.
No.
Whaley,
It's not like you have
Whaley.
a wall in the north.
Military industrial complex much.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Combined, our militaries are still stronger than the North's.
Exactly. See, you could all exercise your democratic right to revolt.
Good job aligning with the one without an economy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So, far in the east, Count John Primetime is hosting a dinner party in his castle with a few distinguished guests.
Oh, the kingdom's in great jeopardy, and the council is calling for the king's inner circle to resign.
We need to increase the pressure. If the king's in a weak enough position, he's got no choice but to bow to our demands.
No more interfering, spymaster. No more marshal. No more chancellor, treasurer. A whole new inner circle, all made up of counts.
Oh, come on. Oh, yes, we're fine. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Good luck with that.
That's
You're
rough.
going to need a lot more blood sacrifice. Actually, anti-blood sacrifices. The blood helped me in this case.
Yeah, it did.
Ooh, new voting law. I can only have 3 laws at once: anonymous voting, swing votes, or reverse voting. Monarchs votes. Oh, reverse voting is good because it's going to confuse everyone. I'm going to remove monarch's vote and take reverse voting and see how that goes.
Oof.
So everybody needs to vote for the one they don't want to happen. The one with the least votes passes.
Say that again?
Basically,
That's
one
exactly
with the
what
least
he's up
votes.
to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
exactly my point.
yeah, so we have to
Vote
the
for the
one
one
who
you
gets the
don't
least-
want.
yeah,
Yes.
the one that
You
least
won't-
votes wins.
That's
You're
right.
voting for what you want to not happen.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Mm.
Okay. Spoon Thief is revealed. I think we're all excited to find out who it is.
Who's got the spoons?
Watch it be the North.
Your
Your Highness! We've tracked the disappearing spoons all the way back to the Grand Vineyard. That's not great.
Surely you understand I had nothing to do with this. Also, why did I vote for hunting the spoon thief? It was those herdlings, no doubt. The ones who've taken over my vineyard. Show me mercy, my king.
Oh.
I could be persuaded, of course.
Nay, you should be punished. If only your incompetence. Half of the South are eating stew with their hands because of your hoarding problem.
God, we're like Dorn squabbling within ourselves.
Yeah,
No,
times are
we're
harsh.
losing.
So.
I think we're losing the plot here. Okay, so we're voting for the one that we don't want to happen.
Only if he sets that
only
law.
only if I set the law.
Only
yes.
if you
So
set
now,
that
now
law.
it's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to veto arresting the Grand Deacon as punishment because, frankly, it was fine. Everything was good. We just needed some good times.
Well,
You
my
can all choose if
loyalty has
to
increased.
pay reparations or not. I'm a friend to the nobles. I'm very helpful here.
I like how Bailey, who is accusing the Grandee,
Defending him. On second thoughts, it's fine.
The
I
king
suppose.
king
That's
has
how
a
it
good-
works in
Should
the South.
arrest him.
I am just deferring to my highness.
Yes, exactly.
We
Nobles
got
remain
bigger
about each other.
issues.
defend the grantee, refuse to punish him.
Bailey.
I see.
Makes no sense.
If that's where the council stands,
Yes, including me. Cough, cough.
why am I? Yeah, why am I?
Thank you, Your Highness, righteous nobles. Ninth's blessing upon you all. Please, Your Majesty, accept the deed to my vineyard as thanks. I have nothing else left to give you. Perhaps you can solve the curse that plagues it?
You could probably just
Your
burn
problem
it down, I
now.
think, at this point.
Yes, enjoy my haunted vineyard.
He really
Granted,
said this is an
sells the
issue.
vineyard over to you. The Hordlings vanished from the property not long after, without you lifting so much as a finger. Do we want to renovate the... Let's renovate the vineyard. We should have nice things in this kingdom. Let's start making wine again. You order the renovations to begin. It will take some time to remove the influence of the vineyard's former residents, but it should be worth it in the long run. Huzzah for wine.
We all get to
Oh,
drink.
Since we've gone for the wine, let's go for a vanity project and see what that is. The chief architect bustles into your office carrying an armful of parchment. Who is my new chief architect?
I can do it.
Hey.
Go for it.
I don't know. I have 2 accents going already. I don't know.
Not a third accent, good God.
Statues can be torn down. Paintings can be burned. Don't you think it's time you left a lasting mark on this kingdom?
So is your mom also the architect?
My mom really likes us an architect.
I suppose we carve your majesty's visage into the side of the mountain. It will take dozens of artisans, thousands of hours, but we will ensure you're always remembered.
I hear it like a couple seconds before the rest of you hear it, and it is
Just breaking you. That does sound pleasing.
I'm glad you think so, your majesty. It'll be the talk of the kingdom and beyond.
You call a vote to discuss this outrageous plan. A mountainside carved in your likeness will surely get people talking. It'll take time and a lot of gold. But what are taxes for if not carving my face into a mountain?
I think this is the reverse voting one.
Yeah.
If he wants to be.
Yes. Okay. Let's go for reverse voting.
okay. So we
So
vote
the
for what
options
we
are go ahead
don't
with the
want.
project. It'll be a wonder of the world. Yes, and the nobles will fund it, or this is an idea best left forgotten.
Okay.
I
But
would
what
like the
happens
nobles
if
to fund
none
it.
of us vote?
Bribing people to vote for
None of
you
you
carving your
vote,
face
we
into
can
a
see.
mountain would really be
I
Yeah,
bad.
that
think
would
we-
probably be difficult.
I do think we do it because that'll also rinse his treasury to $300.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
because then he'll
I can
tax
just
us
raise
all.
taxes, it's
No, no,
fine.
It's on the mountain's
yeah.
great.
I think this is an idea best left
It's okay.
forgotten.
Brilliant.
No,
Okay.
no.
I'm here
Well,
for
you
it.
should vote for it. Let's see
Remember,
which one is your
it's
least
reverse
favorite.
voting.
It's reverse voting.
So
Reverse
B,
voting.
Oh, oops.
B.
B,
B.
B. Everyone vote B.
No.
Seriously.
No, vote A. We need somebody else to vote A, so that way C gets picked. And now somebody else vote A if there's anyone else out there. Is
That's
there anyone
all.
else out there?
That's all that's left. Actually, how does it work now? Do I get to choose?
Well, let's find out.
Voting tied at 2.
Oh,
Break a tie by
elimination.
selecting one of the options. Go ahead to the project.
No.
Is it still
Oh,
reversed?
Best forgotten
No.
idea.
Is it
Well,
still reversed? This is crazy. Oh no.
I don't think is it still reversed?
Oh, I think it must be.
Perfect
Must be.
chaos. And I guess this is only voting for.
That's wild.
So
I
vote
will
A,
increase
right?
trade. This is an idea best left forgotten. I will be a humble king. When the results of the vote are announced, the chief architect sighs in disappointment.
Oh well, I suppose I'll have to focus my work elsewhere.
He decides to train up enterprising architects and builders across the kingdom, sharing his knowledge. Many of their nobles make use of this new expertise to renovate their estates. See, I'm a great king. Everything is going so well.
I'm really hoping he doesn't come
know,
back.
Nobody overthrow me. Royal wedding time, huzzah!
Ugh.
Your wedding
Surprise,
orchestrated is
surprise.
naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike traveled from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Kestrid at your side. Archbishop. Or
You
Archbishop
take this
is
person as your lawfully wedded spouse. I don't know if we had. Oh, we did have it. Whatever.
No, we didn't.
You Archbishop.
Well, no.
Wait, the drama.
You've
The
got to have changed
drama.
your mind. It's the metal option.
No.
Think
I
about the
do.
aesthetics.
I
You
will
do
marry
not,
Kestrid.
you really don't need this.
Then I pronounce you king and spouse.
Woo! After the wedding, of course, then there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. At the feast, your new spouse, Kestrid, delivers a long, rambling speech that puts everyone to sleep. Lovely. My authority is now oppressive, and my stability is
This is
teetering.
not good.
It's good.
It's got far too much authority, people. We're gonna let him win.
Yeah.
You better. By the time you find yourself alone with Kestrid, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Who is going to be my lawfully wedded spouse?
It'll be me. Okay.
Good.
Wind speaker. What a wonderful occasion that was. Not a patch on a proper northern wedding, of course. Is it really a wedding if there isn't at least one axe fight at the altar?
I hope you're not feeling homesick already.
Of course not. I never get homesick, actually. I can't abide people who waste time dwelling on the past.
It's fair enough. What are your thoughts on the state of the kingdom? Up at the altar, what did you think when you saw me? Tell me something you're passionate about. Let's get to know each other since we're now apparently married forever.
Here comes the conversion talk. I am just a humble follower of the ninth god's teachings. And everywhere I look, I'm surrounded by sinners and heathens.
Oh, damn.
I can't wait to laugh at them from the hereafter. The thereafter.
That's so interesting. Please.
Is it me or is Kestrid really annoying, but also played by Jennifer Coolidge?
It is, isn't it? Anyway, to continue on the subject.
Well, lovely wedding. Good, good. You gently fall asleep to the sound of Kestrid droning on about themselves.
You chose this.
Good.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
I should have gone for the emo wolf hunter.
Good. No air. You fell
Well,
asleep.
sad.
Yep.
End season. Oh no. Far to the north, where snow blankets the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs plot to bring about the end of the world.
Oh, yeah.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Chief Rockenair II again.
Praise Morgana. Initial talks with the ice giants are going so well that they gifted us a new patch of fertile land in the northern valleys. The gods are good. With luck, this will be a foundation of an alliance strong enough to rock the world.
Happy metal.
The ice giants are a formidable ally. Tall as a building and limbs like tree trunks, and those southerners don't know how to fight them like we do. But first we must offer something the giants desire. A whole kingdom's worth of pillage?
Oh no.
Just what I was thinking. If we fill the kingdom with bountiful goods and plunder, the giants won't be able to resist.
Oh no, but everything was going so well. For the
Yeah,
next
you just-
stage
that's
of
your-
the
Oh,
chief
no, I was
scheme,
gonna
they must
say
raise
it's
the other regions'
trade.
trades
Oh,
to a
man.
combined total of 12 or more in 2 seasons.
Yes.
Yeah, this isn't going well. I need to
Ugh.
crash the economy fast and make everybody lose faith. The monarch has no heir yet. Good God.
We're all like one thing away.
Yeah.
Right?
So we have a vineyard renovations. Let's look at my vineyard. I need to find out, what is it like? How's it doing? Oh, architect, you're back.
I didn't want to be back. I bring good news and strange news.
Is it spoons again? No.
The renovation of your new vineyard in the south are complete to my satisfaction. In addition, my workers found spoons, too many to count.
Can they crash the economy somehow?
Perhaps left behind by the hoardlings that infested the place. They are known to hoard things, after all. It's in the name.
Well, that's fine then. Clear the spoons out and then open up the vineyard. Nothing can go wrong. It's a long process, but before long, you have a swanky new vineyard, complete with a spacious spoon-free wine cellar. One question remains. What do you do with the spoons?
Hoard them for yourself.
Or sell them. I'm going to keep hoarding the spoons. Might be useful.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I shall hoard all these spoons for me. You collect the spoons and store them in massive casks. They take up a lot of space, and your workers are disconcerted by their presence, some even whispering that you're under their spell. No, I just like the spoons. They're good spoons. Don't question it.
The spoon gods have gotten to Umberto.
Yeah, spoons for the spoon god. I mean, you know, the gods of my spouse are clearly not too fascinating, so let's change. A sacrifice priest in the north. Again, what is it with you and missionaries?
Nope.
Who's the archbishop?
Muted.
Who's the archbishop?
Oh,
Greg
Your
is.
Majesty, I bring grave news. A missionary went up north to bring the true faith to these pagans. But last week, he was found dead on the outskirts of a remote village. May he rest in peace.
Just stop sending
Murder?
them.
Just so, Your Majesty. And not just murdered, but sacrificed in a devilish ritual to one of their awful pagan gods. He was found draped across the stone altar with antlers embedded in his head that aren't normally there.
Because we're metal as hell.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
I love
Pretty
it.
harsh. Yeah, damn.
That's wild.
We must
Stop
send an
sending.
inquisitor to the village and root out the killers.
What are our options? Let the matter lie, send a lone inquisitor to investigate the missionary's death and just make a police procedural about it, send an entire team of inquisitors and a squad of soldiers, or order the chiefs to bring the murderers to justice, which is going to be random chance. Is there anything I desperately don't want?
The Chiefs are pretty loyal, I will say that.
Yeah, we're pretty loyal, and it's their fault that they keep sending these guys up. I mean,
It's
live and let live, guys.
Our fault? Our fault.
Yes.
Yeah, even if it is, don't have to kill us and put antlers on our
don't
head.
send missionaries to places that don't want them.
No,
Don't be
no.
so pushy.
Inquisitors are welcome throughout the kingdom.
I'm going
That
to
is
make
their job.
an option for a golden choice, so I'm going to say that the king is partial to the chiefs solving the matter themselves.
I think we go with B, guys.
We'll see.
You know, you could
Okay,
just,
we
you could
have
just
to
leave
lower
it alone.
authority.
I think
Nothing
we go
Either
bad
with
has
A
happened.
or B. Either A or B, as long as
Yeah.
authority goes down.
Yeah,
D.
I agree.
Just let it go. Let it go.
D.
D, you get money for D. Come on.
D.
No.
Vote
Leave it
for
alone.
your king.
Why are the why is the grandee trying to put
Damn.
The metal option. It's the metal option. You
Very
send
well.
one
Let's send
person
the
to
lone
the north.
inquisitor and everything will be fine, I'm sure.
If you want to keep sending us sacrifices, that's on you.
Your nobles vote to send the lone inquisitor to investigate the missionary's death. High Inquisitor. We have
The
one.
High Inquisitor.
Oh, they were
Oh.
silent before. They've never said anything.
No, they have
Yeah,
once
Oh.
they've
before.
heard someone at the stake before.
Remember,
Oh,
Been trucking
Oh,
out
yeah.
the first.
Mike,
I was
Michael,
there.
wasn't it? Michael, was
was-
it you?
oh I guess. I don't even what accent
Honestly,
is
it might
this
have been me, but I'm the Archbishop now. I think I took that over from
Yeah.
someone.
one?
So.
All right.
Some sort of
I gotta
religious
do my
role.
best holier than thou, I guess.
Yes.
I will send my best man, your majesty.
The High Inquisitor's best man, unfortunately, isn't good enough. He travels up to the remote village, and a few weeks later is found sacrificed on the village outskirts, draped over the stone altar.
I told you. You keep sending us sacrifices. We're going to make use of them.
My only regret is that the North was so pagan that their faith can't go any lower. But fine. The North won't be converting to the worship of the ninth god anytime soon.
Damn straight.
I'll
Wait,
be
even
honest,
though
it is, yeah, his wife is, but she's kind of probably
Yes,
not seem great.
My spouse is there,
Spouse.
but apparently it's
is apparently they sent their one ninth god believer south
they
to go get
a
married.
believer and one that was like really dedicated.
And actually,
That's how
his
we had
wife
to get
just
rid
got
of her.
murdered because she was the only one who believed in the North, so she got sent up.
Exactly.
All right, let's see the good word. Oh, hooray! Speak of the devil. Who's my spouse? I forget.
Hello,
Your spouse is the
Umberto.
devil.
Oh yes, I remember.
Hello, Umberto. I've
How
had
could
an
you forget?
idea. My people back up in the north are not the most religious in the kingdom.
Yeah, we got
Unlike
that.
me, many still cling to their old pagan traditions.
And we should
No
respect
shit.
them, right? We should respect them.
The problem is with all these foreign priests coming up to the north, no one ever listens to them. But I think if the message came from one of their own, it might make a difference. Oh, this is going to go so good, you guys.
Yes.
You
Yes.
want to become a preacher?
I am
Yes.
going to die. Not a preacher exactly. Just an ambassador, I suppose. To show them what it means to be a faithful adherent of the ninth god. This is really hard to do.
Yeah.
Bree's gonna end up
Give
murdered by
me
Bree.
Your blessing?
This is such a good idea.
Well,
You should go
yes.
for it. Fantastic idea.
This is great
Absolutely.
storytelling.
This can only end
Do it.
poorly.
The storytelling, you have to go for it.
Yep.
I mean, yes, that's fair enough. Go forth and bring the good word to them, my love.
Oh, God. Thank the ninth. I'll make the preparations immediately.
I mean, this is probably a way to end up with my spouse sacrifice, but we'll see. Word spreads fast that the royal consort will tour the north. Thousands flock to the towns and villages where they plan to stop. Once they arrive, Keystrad gives a series of impassioned speeches to the locals, pleading with them to abandon their heathen ways. The faith is now agnostic. Damn.
Oh, she did it.
It strikes a chord. The Archbishop happily announced that the church attendance is rising across all the region.
Whoa.
Okay, Slay.
Okay.
That's a
and
girl-
this season then.
Unexpected.
Okay, we can build a deer park to lower farming, observatory to lower faith. Yes, please.
I want to get Deer Park.
A bazaar to increase trade. No, don't. A theater to lower authority. No, don't. A cathedral to increase faith. No, don't. A monument to increase authority. Yes, please. Let's go.
I think Deer Park looks great.
Deer parks are excellent.
Increase trade.
A deer park and a monument. Or an observatory. I'll take both.
Theatre sounds pretty good to me.
Theater.
We should
yeah,
have
it does.
a grand
No, no, no.
bazaar.
Theater is a source of degeneracy. Nobody wants that. No, not a bazaar. I mean, who needs to buy things? That's just
Bazaar to
indolence.
We cannot let
expand
trade
trade
win.
between
Whoever
the
voted for
kingdoms.
We
monuments,
cannot-
yes, go for
We
it.
cannot. Yeah, we have to
Theatre.
get monument and
No, I
Yep.
think the monument would be considered a betrayal, frankly. I mean,
Yeah,
we've
we
got-
don't. Yeah,
I
we
don't
don't
know.
really want a
Mm.
monument. That's
Vote
What
for
is the
monument where the
false
king will
idol.
tax
yeah,
you
yeah.
harder.
No, we're looking.
That's a
But
false
if the
idol.
Grand Bazaar goes through, then the trade will go up, which is what we don't
Yes.
want.
No, that is what
Yeah.
we want.
No, you
We
don't
want
want
the
that. That's
trade
terrible
between
idea.
the
You want to
kingdoms.
destroy trade.
And we need authority to go down.
Oh.
Yeah, we do
Theatre
need
is
authority.
what we
Oppressive.
want.
Crush trade.
The word oppressive has been thrown.
Hey, listen, this rule started with the blood sacrifice. It's not going to end any better. But in the end, the buildings funded are the Grand Bazaar, funded by Trucanero II, and a theater founded by
Oh.
Nick. So all the
Okay.
worst things. This is terrible.
Yeah,
I
this
have a
is not
feeling I
great.
will be stabbed soon.
It's just about by who.
Well, strange crops immediate. Well, let's start with about my heir because let's go. Your marriage to Keystrid has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love.
Really?
Late night preaching.
Sorry, how on earth has this happened? They haven't yet said anything that's remotely interested you, and then they left.
Well, you know.
No babies.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Umberto
exactly.
has been a romantic the entire time, though. So even with his mom, was
I've
like,
been great. I've been trying.
Umberto's not sure why he's in love, but he
I
is.
need this heir. It's just like I'm in love with the idea of a strong succession. It's high time you thought about an heir. Mother, welcome. Time to tell me about having an heir.
Sorry, she's congratulating you a year after it happened? That feels very
It wasn't
loaded.
present. She had bridge on. She couldn't join.
Okay. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair.
Wasn't it just? It went just about as well as it could be expected.
You're still in power, aren't you? Still got the crown on your head? That's all that matters.
Fair.
You've done well so far, but something's still missing, an heir.
Fair, but you know. See.
You need someone whose loyalty is assured, a child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm bastard somewhere.
A lowborn child from the
might be
orphanage.
too pious.
I think you need to adopt a lowborn child.
Yeah, I think adopting a lowborn child feels like the most storytelling, you know.
You would be
Think what
nice.
it'll do
that.
for morality. You would be the
'Cause, like-
kind king.
And also, you started off by forcing the peasants to do a blood sacrifice. The storytelling and the character development of now
No.
adopting a
It's cyclical. Their blood now is your blood in your child.
You know what the best thing to do is? I'm pretty sure I have a bastard child lying around somewhere.
Oh,
Let's
my
see what
God.
that gives us.
Oh, that's great news, actually.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's actually great news.
Mother.
Oh, sorry. The church won't be happy, but they're just as keen to avoid a civil war as we are. They'll legitimize the bastard without much fuss. I'll meet with the archbishop tomorrow.
Yay! My bastard child. Thank goodness. Now let's look at the strange crops that the counts are growing. Are they shaped like skulls?
Oh, the harvest in the east has been an utter disaster. Look at this turnip.
It's a
Don't
turn up
point
for the
that
books.
thing at me.
This turnip
Oh,
is
it is.
riddled with rot and twisted into the grotesque shape of a skull. That's metal.
Fair enough.
Half the harvest is like this. We need help if we're to get through the winter.
Couldn't this just be trade going poorly?
No.
Damn.
I'm so sad.
This is nothing worth worrying about. Or send scholars from Quill University to investigate the strange crops, raid the other regions' granaries to support the counts, or raid granaries and send scholars to investigate.
Oh.
I don't like any of these. Is there one I want to veto? Nah. You know what, nobles? I'm just going to do reverse voting just for the fun of it. Let's start.
Okay.
Okay, which one don't we want?
Probably C.
No, I think I think A is the
I
one we
think
don't
C
want.
is fine, actually.
Tear each other apart. It'll be fine.
Hmm.
Seems like
I
a
really don't want
runaway
them
for
raiding
either
our supplies.
B or D. Very well. Oh, one vote just came in. Very end. Exciting.
Again.
Ninja vote.
Tactical voting. 0
Yes.
votes for send scholars from Quill University to investigate the strange crops.
Okay.
Fair
That's
enough.
fine.
By Jenya's ashes, we need grain, not wizened old men to look at our blighted crops and mumble to each other about weather patterns.
Oh no, the East is now grumbling, and my stability is unstable. Thank goodness. You send a fleet of scholars from the university to examine the fields of the East. Whether or not the mystery is solved, bleak winter lies ahead. Needful farming in the East. This isn't even worth invading for the Giants. They should just stay away. Legends rising. Is this me, please? Spymaster.
Oh,
Oh no.
You're aware of the ice giants, I hope? Brutish creatures that live in the frozen wastes beyond our northern borders. It's a time before time they ruled the north and kept people as slaves.
They don't sound good.
The chiefs are willing to let bygones be bygones. They're forging an alliance with the giants to bring down your kingdom.
Gasp! Shock!
Yeah.
What are the chiefs offering to those overgrown monsters?
My intelligence suggests that the chiefs have offered up the kingdom as plunder for the giants when the time comes. It's not often I say this, but the kingdom's strong economy is a problem. Even ice giants can sense such a lucrative opportunity.
What am I supposed to do? Tank my economy?
That would certainly be one strategy, yes.
Can we not bribe the giants?
Nope.
Yes, a tribute to the giants.
Oh, yes.
No, no,
Or
no.
Tribute to the Giants.
Tribute to
No,
the Giants.
let's
Come
not.
The only
Tribute
option.
to the Giants.
Look, it's tribute or Ragnarok, okay?
Know that.
Can't reserve no
Tribute
reverse
to the
voting either.
Giants.
Tribute to the Giants.
Tribute to the
Mm.
Do
Giants.
the
We're-
strength of your arms.
Okay,
Down
if
in
we
the
build a
north.
wall, we're just delaying the inevitable. What does it
Yeah.
matter if it
Margaret's-
comes
Yeah.
one season
Yeah.
later?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going
seems
to put the monarch's golden
for the-
choice is to build a great wall along the northern border.
What?
Only
And
if
make the
I
giants
think that you
ignore
could
it.
just
Look at that.
Absolutely not.
Build a wall.
Tribute to the
Absolutely
Giants.
not.
Tribute to the Giants.
Oh,
Tribute.
that
No
just
one's
makes
getting
you look
money for this.
weak.
Yeah,
No, it
nobody
makes
wants
you
my
look
choice.
weak.
It's terrible.
No, we've already got alliance. I don't think you can tank it that
I
hard.
think what's lacking right now in the north is accountability.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on,
Hey, we're
tank the
doing
economy.
great.
Listen, I tried to have the economy work, but hey, if the nobles want to tank it, at least it's not my fault. Send tribute to the ice giants, it shall be. Randy, unreliable narrator.
Tribute to the Ice Giants? Have you lost your mind?
Trade is now struggling, dynamic, prosperous. Defiance is grumbling, aggrieved, insolent. And my authority is commanding. Oh no, the East is aggrieved. That's not great. You've certainly ruffled a few feathers, but hopefully it means you've slowed the chief's own giant courting tactics. Yes! All we need to do is now lower everybody's faith. Okay, end season. I might be too late for it. Haha! Back in the north, Chief Trocadero II is hosting yet another feast at his clan hall. Not everyone is in the mood for celebrating, however.
No developments, I'm afraid. The giants aren't willing to commit. Not yet, anyway.
I love your voices, by the way.
Very good.
What's the problem? They leave their brains in the ice caves again? Or are they too scared to take on a measly king?
Great king. I don't have measles.
Nay, not enough plunder. We must make the other regions bigger, juicier targets.
Bigger.
You should not be saying juicier. That's not good. The chiefs aim to raise
Okay.
other regions' combined trade to 12 or more.
Okay, I gotta get it up one.
The southern plot. Oh no! Deep in the south, a group of grandees watch silently as a blindfolded grandee Kinjin tries to stab a portrait of King Umberto with a wooden stake. Please don't.
We did this at my. Oh, sorry. Unreliable narrator. Go.
We did this at my granddaughter's 4th birthday with a drawing of a pig.
Thanks, I guess. Finally, Grandee Kinjin hits the mark and a cheer erupts from the secluded villa.
Friends, honored guests, people of the faith, the ninth god has spoken, and now begins the final stage of our plan, excommunication.
No! Please, my spouse is religious.
Only one question remains. For which sin will the Archbishop excommunicate the king?
For tyranny and abuse of power,
Ooh.
raise authority. Yes, do that one.
No,
Or
no,
for
no, no, no,
greed
no.
and avarice,
Oh.
hoarding money.
Go for
Raise
treasury.
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 Treasury. Yep. Treasury sounds good. Very well. Hoarding money that could be used to improve the peasants' law. I mean, I crashed the economy for a reason, everybody. Let's not be selfish. The giants will invade if everybody's doing too well. So I shall be excommunicated for greed.
It shall be done. We must now ensure that the king is seen as a greedy pig.
Ouch. For the final stage of our scheme, we must raise the treasury to at least 3,350.
That might just raise
Gold.
the trade as well.
The end game. At least one region has entered the final
Not if
stage of their
it's
scheme. If they
taxed.
pass it, they'll win the game. There are some exceptions. If 2 or more regions pass the final scheme stage, the winner will be decided at random. If stability and authority or treasury hits 0 and the final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. If a rebellion ends with a rebellion win and the final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. Good luck. Please, for the love of God, I almost have an heir. In the darkest depths of an eastern forest, Count John Primetime has gathered his fellow plotters around a mossy stone obelisk.
The council demanded a shake-up, but the king resists all calls to replace his advisors.
There's little we can do while the king holds out, but something tells me his position is not as strong as he thinks.
It's fine. It's fine. Count Sabe's lower authority to 4 or less.
Okay.
We have plenty of authority. It's okay.
We need to lower that authority.
Oh, we got it.
Well,
I
now
would tax everyone.
no, that would be
Cruel
cruel. I
tax.
would never do that.
Tax
I would
everyone.
actually give some money to the counts because they've been hard treated recently. They frankly
I
should be.
would tax them.
They
Yeah,
do
I'd
better.
really tax the North, especially.
No, we don't
Honestly,
need to do that.
I think
Yeah.
everybody deserves a tax break. They're doing so well. Actually, not the Chiefs.
No.
They're fine.
Ah!
Yeah, we get tax breaks. I took so much money from you last time. I think I'm just going to bribe you first and have a common tax for everyone else. So the East is now insolent and the South is grumbling. Good for me. What do we have in the,
Ooh, an escaped
in the
experiment.
South? We have a plague of rats, juicy profits, or an escaped. Well, I know what I'm starting from. Escaped experiment it is.
I hope it's spoons.
Yes, please.
Apparently,
It is.
something has escaped from the cellars of Count John Primetime's castle. I've asked for an eyewitness report from a local.
Hello, Your Majesty. It was a right unholy sight. A monster stitched together from parts dug up from the village cemetery. I recognise me Aunt Edna's earlobes.
What?
I think it hurt Aunt Edna, actually.
Yes. An abomination.
That's right, Your Majesty. I damn near piddled in my britches.
Oh, damn, okay.
This creature is my life's work, Your Highness, and my son, my other son, other than the
Which
one I tried to
order?
make you marry.
Yes.
His escape was regrettable. He just wanted to see the village up close. Rest assured, I have chained him up far more securely in my dungeon to ensure this won't happen again.
Not great.
It's too late for that, Count. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It is the only way to cleanse the world of your evil.
Inquisitor has burned one noble before. What are the options? Burn both John Primetime and his monster. I like how that sounds. Burn the monster, but let the count live. Ooh. The monster may live as long as it stays imprisoned. No, that's horrifying.
No, obviously the monster should live if it's imprisoned. That's all good.
No. What am I going to do? The monster cannot live.
No, what?
The monster cannot live imprisoned. It can go
Ah!
free if it wants. It's either freedom or death. Choose. Also,
I'm gonna vote to burn
you can
y'all.
burn.
I think
burn
we have to
John.
free the monster. It's the only option. It's the only
Burn
option
him.
now that we're
Burn
not
him.
allowed to imprison it.
Burn him.
Come on, burn
Come
him
on,
up.
it's the metal choice as well. It works with the narrative.
They are
No, I
allowed to
think-
have giants, but we can't have just one guy.
Yeah.
The most
Just
metal
one
option is to
guy.
burn
Giants
everybody.
Are free
Come on.
roaming. They're good.
Free the
They're nice.
monster! Free the. Oh, I can't
Barely.
believe that we've been
Burn the
betrayed by
monster,
the
but
Southerners
live,
like
live.
this.
Damn.
Told
Very
you.
well.
I didn't
The
even think
monster
your
shall
nuns
be
were that cool.
burned. But Count Johns will survive.
Oh. No, burn me if you wish, but spare my beautiful boy! No!
Count John Primetime's hideous creation is burned at dawn, filling the village with a choking, acrid smoke that doesn't dissipate for days. The East's faith is now steadfast, but they're also mutinous, which is not great. Riots spread across the East as the common folk protest that Count John Primetime himself has been allowed to escape justice. Stability is now turbulent. Oh no. Well, now we're heading to the south. Juicy profits. Let's see. Is the vineyard doing well?
Yeah, it is.
Oh no! Oh no! That's not good. Do we have a treasure yet?
We don't have a treasury yet.
Okay. Good news for once, Your Majesty. Your vineyard in the south has drawn a healthy profit. The treasury is much happier for it.
Let's crack open a bottle to celebrate. What could go wrong? You have your servants fetch a bottle of your fine southern wine from the cellars. Kestra joins you for an evening of fun and laughter, a rarity at times like this.
Aww.
They didn't sound like the kind. Okay, now I'm regretting having made my bastard the heir, but oh well.
Oh, you're so...
Yeah.
A solid
that-
return on investment. Hopefully the vineyard will continue to be profitable for years to come. See, I did well to bribe everybody and lower my money.
You
Next
just
is a-
upped your money.
Yeah, but it's still under the limit. It's cool. All planned, all according to plan. A plague of rats now. Grandy, unreliable narrator, strides into the council chambers, distraught, waving a dead rat by its tail.
The fields and the bonds of the south are overrun by this vermin, and we have no more poison for these horrible things. We can't cope anymore.
Take that rat and go. The South can handle this alone. Deliver a supply of rat poison. Send them a shipment of cats. Hire some adventurers to clear out the rodents. I mean, adventurers would be cool. Would be real cool if you adventured.
Us self can deal with our own problems. It's fine.
No.
I
Hire
think
I
some
mean,
this to the
adventurers.
Cats are
south.
cute.
We can
I
deal
like
with our
cats.
own. We can handle our own problems.
I just love the idea of the supply of rat poison being based on our stability, which is crap.
Are we sure
Yeah.
that A is the one?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody particularly minds.
Cats are good. Or
Rats
yeah,
aren't
send
that
cats.
much of a problem. Rats
Rat
can be
poison. This country is so stable.
No, never. Very well. Take that rat and go. The South can handle it. Deal with it. Grandy, unreliable narrator's face falls. Oh no, the zombie costume. His grip tightens on the rat's tail.
How are we to survive with these rodents crawling over everything? Oh, very well, Your Holiness.
Rat infestation rages through the South like fire through straw. Food becomes scarce, and the people must grit their teeth and push through a lean season or two. Defiance is now aggrieved, and farming is now needful. So, I tried to be nice once, and you threatened to invade me with giants, so now everything will burn. Okay, end of season. Come on. I can have
my
this
God.
heir. Monarchs votes, swing votes. I'm happy with this. No, actually. No, I'm good. I'm happy with these laws. Panic in the council, invasion, or a new discovery. Let's start with a new discovery. It's probably a monster of some sort. The scholars you sent to investigate the strange harvest in the east have finally returned.
Brother.
Okay. All our tests came back negative. The blighted fields were dozens of miles apart, often with completely different crops. We only found one thing in common.
Yes.
The plowshares, they were all forged from iron, but the same mine owned by Count John Primetime. But that couldn't be the cause. It's impossible.
I've heard he's been making monsters.
I think I'm being slandered over here.
Servants, fetch Count John Primetime, would you?
What is the meaning of this interruption, Your Grace? I was in the middle of brunch, and he was squealing like... I was in the middle of brunch.
Have you noticed anything unusual at your iron mine?
The ore has been odd recently. The miners say they hear whispering in their minds when they pull it from the rock. That kind of thing.
And you didn't see fit to tell anyone about this?
Miners are a superstitious lot, Your Majesty. They're constantly complaining about ghosts and ghouls and all manner of boggarts in the tunnels.
You must inform the council.
Don't make me close down my mine. I'll be ruined.
Sounds like a you problem. Close down the mine at once or send oil or university for examination.
Closing down the mine is very expensive. We should send the ore off for examination.
Free
I
choice.
think we should send the ore for.
Yeah, I think we should learn about what we don't know about. Knowledge is power.
And power is money.
Exactly.
Damn.
We need to protect the trade.
Unanimous.
I think this was our only
Unanimously.
unanimous vote. That was
Everybody
good.
finally agrees.
We're all coming together. This king's crazy.
Yes.
I will fetch a sample
we just
at
do-
once, Your Majesty.
What's the panic in the council, please?
Your Highness, I bring bad news from the east. We are receiving reports of
I am sure your news can wait. I bring urgent tidings from the south that demand the king's attention at once.
wait your turn, you ignorant dolt.
Damn.
Why don't you settle your quarrel outside? Meanwhile, I have news from the north that really is urgent.
Are those giants invading you guys now?
Like, now, one at a time. Everybody take turns to speak. You can hold the conch and it will all go well.
The eastern courts are corrupt, Your Majesty. Judges are letting off the vilest criminals in return for the slightest bit of coin.
It takes quite a lot of coin to do
That's
that off.
all.
Okay, it's not cheap.
Upon my honor, the cities of the south are being consumed with riots on a weekly basis. Our citizens want to overthrow the king and elect a more competent ruler.
I'd be up
I
to
don't
that.
think there is such a thing. No way.
My news is worse still. The North is increasingly lawless, Your Highness. Some chiefs have taken advantage, declaring themselves independent of your rule.
I love he's a
Something's
surfer, bro.
Yeah, something is getting visited by battle nuns.
Melted.
What was my voice? All of these problems have arisen because the kingdom is increasingly unstable, Your Majesty. Something must be done.
I like option 3.
Yes. Agreed. Make sure these issues are dealt with, my Chancellor.
Unfortunately, we lack the resources to tackle all of these problems at once. We must vote on which matter to prioritize.
Very well. Reform the eastern courts, restore order in the cities of the south, or send troops to bring the independent chiefs back into the kingdom. I am going to veto sending troops to the north. A bit of local independence is helpful. A bit of devolution of powers.
Oh, you couldn't get it
Yeah.
now, though. All right, well, I have to vote for the South
We
then.
must reform the Eastern courts. They're getting out of here.
There's nothing wrong with the Eastern
Mm.
courts.
We don't want to go after that trade. We want to keep it nice and high, or you're
We
all
want to
going to
go
starve.
It's the
We want to
cities
go
in the
after
south
the
that
Eastern
need support.
courts.
Eastern courts. Eastern courts. Very well. Decision has been reached. The council has voted to reform the Eastern courts. The corrupt Eastern judges are stubborn. When you try to remove them from their post, they retaliate by enforcing all the old forgotten laws that everyone had agreed to ignore. Suddenly, merchants are legally required to wear blindfolds on weekends, and every coin must be passed under the nose of a cat before it is spent. Trade grinds to a halt.
Except for
I
the
love that
cat
this-
trade.
I love this. Only affects trade by 20%. Blindfolding people on the weekends.
Yeah, we weren't
Yeah,
doing
I like how
well
it's only
to
on
begin with.
weekends.
Yeah.
They already had a strong
Yeah.
cat breeding program.
Ah, that was pretty good.
When
Once the stupid old laws are repealed, you enact crucial legal reforms. No more corruption in the East, or at least less of it. Your defiance is now aggrieved. The crisis in the East has been quashed, making the kingdom a whole slightly more stable. But the nobles of other regions feel you're ignoring their problems. North's defiance is aggrieved. South's defiance is furious. The kingdom's stability is teetering. Please, the South. Oh no, the South, not the weakest army. Oh, whatever will I do?
They're the nuns behind you.
You weren't supposed to mention that out loud.
Not my Praetorian Guard. I don't
Damn.
care about that.
Yeah, who cares about the Praetorian Guard?
They've been keeping quiet the whole time, and so should you.
Exactly. I'll just hide behind this tent. This curtain, it'll be fine. Invasion. By
Your
who?
greatness, we're being overrun. Not by sword and spear, mind you, but by arrowroot. A particularly virulent breed of Ashmedean arrowroot, to be precise. It grows so fast that its mothers are forced to death. The very same forests we used to hunt for game. Thousands of native species could be at risk. The council must do something.
Must we though? Introduce new species to prey on the arrowroot. That never goes wrong. It's just nature taking its course. Call a great culling to deal with this, or set fire to the overgrown forests.
I think the metal option is clear.
I like
It on
the giants
fire.
are so
Fire.
yesterday. Now it's
Fire.
invasive species.
I'm just going to let chaos reign and let's do reverse voting.
Right. Well, we
Oh.
definitely want to set fire, which means we have to vote for these things, carefully. in order to make
Evenly.
sure- Yeah. Get
okay, I'm
vote
going
for
A.
everything. Somebody needs to vote C
Okay.
still. We still need someone to vote C.
I will vote. Fuck. Okay.
Vote C. Vote
I-
C. No, vote C. No,
No,
someone
because
needs to
they
vote.
tie.
Well,
If they tie.
What? No, but it's D that we wanted to happen.
Oh,
If
shit.
they tie, then one gets to choose.
Although to be fair, it's a choice between tanking your stats and not much. So, what sort of choice is that?
Call a great culling to
Set
deal with
the
this.
fire.
Fire.
No,
it's
Fire.
just a
Fire.
call.
Fire.
We will call
The
everything.
chat is also
Aw.
yelling fire.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You
Next
are
fire.
ignoring the choices of your subjects. This is
True.
terrible
What
leadership.
kind of monarch am I? You pull
These
out a call
nuns.
for workers in the north to head out on what is known as the Big Cutting. Though the northern economy is practically grinds to a halt for a fortnight, the arrowroot is eventually eradicated. Love that. And the end of this season at
My
last.
3-year-old is also yelling fire.
well,
Ooh.
continue to rebellion
Okay.
report. Oh no, one or more regions are
Ooh.
able to rebel as their defiance stat is higher than both authority and stability. That's
Uh-oh.
fine. If the rebels get more victory points than the loyalists, they'll win the game. If the loyalists get more victory points, they'll put down the rebellion and continue the game. If multiple regions rebel and win, a vote between the two rebelling regions with the highest stats will determine the next successor. Rebelling regions have their schemes paused, so watch yourselves. Regions with high military stat are more likely to overthrow the monarch with a rebellion. If stability, authority, or
Oof.
treasury hit 0, the rebels will win the civil war. So, you now have a tab where you can rebel if you like, grandees.
Where
Or you can
is
vote to
the
rebel.
rebellion
Where is that?
tab? Because
All
it
I-
says the king.
Excommunicate.
It says your kingdom hangs on a knife edge. Tap rebellions for more information, and there's
Yeah, I
nothing.
don't have.
And it
Is
still
there not-
says excommunication for us.
That's only for the grandees, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, correct.
Oh,
But we
right.
don't.
yeah.
What do you have to do for rebellion?
Tap
That's a very
rebellion
suspicious
above.
question.
Yeah.
No, it
Curious.
says tap rebellion above for more information.
Yeah.
And it's earlier it said tap excommunication above for.
Wait, maybe you try tapping the grandees tap your rebellion thing, like
Yes,
the
what happens if you tap
excommunication.
that?
Is there
Yeah.
something there that goes inact?
No.
No,
Oh.
but maybe
might
stuff
be
will
when
pop
he
up
hits-
when we go to the next.
I might, if I
Yeah.
press end season, maybe now it's.
Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah.
There
There it
we
is.
go.
There we go.
So, oh, right. So
Okay.
0 voted to rebel. There we go.
Not that I had any interest in that button.
My
Yeah.
heir. So there are wild beast attacks in the north, a city in flames in the south, and my heir.
That was an
Thank
accident.
goodness. My bastard
Oh
child.
no.
Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to. Council hall is filled with nervous silence. My legitimized, natural-born son. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause, thank you. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. The kingdom is now stable, hooray! Though the common folk may lose some faith in the church, seeing their king's extramarital adventures being forgiven so easily. No, my spouse is okay with it. They're with the church. The archbishop said it was all right.
Oh, where? Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on your legitimizing your son? What is his name?
Umberto the Second.
Wow,
Very well.
wonderful, Your
That is
Majesty.
Another member of the
no
Umberto
options.
dynasty, thank goodness.
I'm sure your little Umberto too will grow up to be a chip off of a old block. I mean, off the old block.
Of a random old block. Damn. A chop off the block.
His head will be
Congratulations
chipped off
on
the
finding
block.
an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spymaster soon. Haha! We've almost made it. Oh no. Bailey is voting to rebel. That's bad. Let's start with the city in flames. That sounds urgent.
Grandees, rebel, rebel.
Grandees, no.
Your Majesty, there's been a terrible fire in the city of Kovana. Where once there were buildings, there is now a field of smoldering ash. Dozens of knaves have died.
What caused this fire?
This is awkward, Your Holiness. But the townsfolk were burning an effigy in your likeness. It tipped over, and the rest is history.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that their city's gone up in flames.
I was hoping the council might unlock some funds from the treasury so we could rebuild.
Treasury too low to rebuild in stone rather than wood. You could rebuild the city exactly as it was, offer no help, or fine and punish the effigy burners responsible. That sounds good.
Mm,
I honestly like all of these, so yeah, go, have fun.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I think the one that costs the least is to offer no help.
Yeah.
Oh, but you could then get defiant enough to rebel.
I mean, they're all
if-
rebelling anyway.
Yes,
might
do it.
as well.
We should all rebel.
Yes,
Yeah,
we should
you
all
gotta
rebel.
Raise your,
Together.
raise your
Together.
defiance.
No,
Power in
dare
numbers.
you. No, you must
It
all
just-
have your petty disputes. Offer no help. Cool.
I love that
Rebel.
the Southern nobles all
Join
agreed
us.
to send no help.
You send words to grandees of Kavana that they will be expected to rebuild their own city without the king's help. That's what you get for burning my
This-
effigy.
This king is terrible. He's not even sending us help.
Yeah. Yeah, let's burn another effigy and see how that turns out. The South's defiance is now enraged. Trade is dynamic, though. That's exciting. And stability is teetering.
By the 9th, what is the point of having a king in the first place?
Someone to send taxes to. All right. And last but not least, wild beast attacks in the north.
Your Highness, I bring ill tidings from the north. Wildlife have gone berserk in the area, in rural areas. They're attacking villagers and travelers all across the region.
Beast, you say?
Definitely
Can't you
sounds like
deal
a
with
you
them
problem.
yourself?
These are not mere beasts, Your Majesty. They are great hulking creatures, clearly twisted by magic. Some say they walk and talk like people. The northern warriors are afraid. They say the creatures are a dark omen, a sign of the end.
By the ninth, what's got into these chiefs that they can't handle a few wild animals? The other regions have plenty of their own problems, Your Highness. No one wants to march up to the frozen north for something like this.
You're all as useful as nipples on a breastplate.
Who's our
Think the
archbishop?
vote, Your Highness. Though the church's presence in the north is minimal, we can provide shelter for those who need it.
Sounds like a lot of work.
All will be welcome, whether they are adherents to the true God or not. It's the least we can do.
Or, if you can afford it, send a detachment of mercenaries who aren't afraid of a few wild bears. That should put an end to this crisis.
Tell the Northerners that they must fend for themselves, hire mercenaries to bolster northern forces, or
Tell
instruct
the
the Northerners to
Northerners they
seek
must
refuge
fend
in
for
the Ninth
themselves.
Guild
Join
Yeah.
our rebellion.
churches.
They should absolutely
Oh, yeah.
fend for themselves.
Fend for yourselves. Join
We're
our
gonna-
rebellion.
I am a good
will
and humane
rebel.
ruler.
What?
Oh,
No, Roberto, you cannot do this. That is just not fair.
It has been done.
Ugh.
Kept their mouth shut. Dang it.
Enjoy your loyalty, subjects.
Dang
We
it.
have to. We have
See then.
to.
Yeah.
Hire mercenaries.
Take away our good option.
Well, that's what you get for rebelling.
They weren't rebelling yet.
Yeah.
That's what you get for considering rebellion.
Don't worry, the veto's gone now, so we
Yes.
have a future.
True. We just have to really communicate during that reversal.
Northerners will seek refuge in the Ninth God's churches. I'm sure this will cause no friction whatsoever.
Yes,
The
farming's
Archbishop-
down. That's gonna get
Yeah. The Archbishop instructs all churches across the north to open their doors to refugees fleeing the attacks. They are more than glad for the assistance. Farming is now eager. Over time, the beasts withdraw. The Northerners are grateful for the church's help, with many finding a new place in their hearts for the Ninth God and his disciples. My spouse is going to be happy about this. That's great. Love it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
3 voted to rebel. That's unfortunate. Let's end the season and see what happens. I'll see you all on the battlefield.
Okay.
Okay, Deer Park, Prison, Grand Bazaar, Theater, Stadium, or Thieves Guild.
We need another
Make good
theater,
choices.
definitely.
We need another theater.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you need a stadium.
Oh shit.
I think that's essential.
Mm.
No theaters for anybody. It's frankly immoral that you should have this thing. Also, no prisons. Frankly, all of these options are terrible. But
Yeah, none
you know,
of them
do
are
your worst.
particularly useful. I'll be right back. The voting's
Yes.
Who arranged this bidding system by which we all pay money, but like the money that we pay towards projects that
It's a
don't get
great
built
system, yeah.
just gets what taken? Like I don't even know what the term is for. Is it a negative sum game?
Possible, yes. Negative sum game. Everybody loses in the end. Time's up. Buildings funded our theater, lowering my authority, and a prison, lowering my stability. What are you all doing? This is terrible. Also, a rebellion report? What do you mean? Kingdom is in rebellion. The first side to earn 5 victory points will win. Victory points are earned through events. If the rebels are victorious, the monarch is overthrown. But this means I can have money now because you're rebelling anyway, and that won't work.
But we
Suddenly
are
rebelling.
forced to remain loyal at the moment.
You can you can up your defiance later in the voting.
That I certainly hope so. What's these extraordinary findings in the
It
East?
will be fine.
What
Let's
are
have a
these
look.
openings?
You guys are on a
the
knife's
rebellion will
edge.
come later.
We have had the most extraordinary findings after studying the corrupted ore, Your Majesty.
Is it John again?
You call it extraordinary? I call it heresy.
Oh, you're here.
I'm here to dissuade you from listening to this madman.
All I want is to advance the cause of knowledge without the church's ignorance getting in the way.
Well, what have you found out?
I assume you know your scripture, Your Majesty. You know what happened to the eighth god after the manifestation of the ninth.
Of course, yes. Let's see. The son that lies entombed.
Yes, that's how the old song goes. The eighth god was torn into 8 pieces by the ninth, and each piece was interred deep beneath the ground.
Okay.
After reviewing some ancient texts in our library, we believe the iron mine in the east must be near one of these buried pieces. The ore is cursed because it is infected by the memories of a dead god.
So there's a piece of a dead god somewhere in that mine?
It's one of the most important discoveries of the modern age. If we are allowed to study this ore further, perhaps we could create an entirely new kind of metal. And that's metal.
Yes.
Yeah, for choosing metal options.
Yeah, that's well.
If this ore contains even a shadow of the eighth's powder, we must rebury it and collapse the mine on top of it. The ninth god deigned that the eighth must stay buried, and so it shall be.
You would be squandering a resource of potentially incalculable value. If we can remove the curse, we could unlock the power of a god.
Because that never
Sounds pretty cool.
always goes well.
That sounds pretty cool. Oh, only one thing is going to raise my stability. What do I want? Definitely don't rebury the ore. That sounds terrible. I'm going to keep my veto for me, and I'm going to suggest kindly that we experiment on this dead god because nothing can go wrong.
I think
All right,
we
now that
have
we
to...
kept our mouth shut, B.
Yep, B.
No, boo.
B, because then
Boo.
We can raise defiance.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
B.
I should have vetoed you.
B.
How dare you?
Guys, we can't mess with what we don't know.
I give you freedom of choice and you don't want to mess with God. What are you doing? Thank you, Trocadero
Hey,
II.
For
Hey,
what it's
the
worth, I
South.
don't think the South can vote because they're in rebellion.
No, we
Yeah, we
cannot.
can't vote.
Well, we
Oh.
can.
Oh,
but
That
we
makes
can-
sense.
But we can instruct.
Yes.
Instruct and advise.
Advise.
Like,
We're
Advise.
we're an
Reburying
advisory.
everything.
Yeah, we're more of advisors now.
Yeah, with pitchforks. The cursed mine support beams are removed by a team of brave miners. It collapses soon after, sending a great plume of dust into the sky. As a result, an iron shortage descends upon the east. Their defiance is now
Oh.
furious, but their military is
Nice.
now inadequate, and their farming is barren. You've done this to yourselves. Soldiers lack swords, the farmers lack plowshares, and the counts are furious with you, though perhaps they escaped a far worse fate.
I think they're eligible to join the rebellion.
They
That's
are.
why
Well,
They
the church
are.
prays
I think
with
so.
them across the land. And my stability is improved, so everything is fine. Don't look at the big rebellion map. It's okay.
All right, guys,
Still
find
need
your
to lower
rebellion
authority.
buttons.
Rebellion.
Yeah, hit your vote rebellion.
Yeah. At long last, the grandees have reached their boiling point. You're confronted in your throne room by Grandee Kinjan, his eyes alight with righteous fury.
The vineyard has come full circle.
Oh no, not the authority. No, the counts are going to be fine. Oh no, if they
Thy
rebel.
God has judged you unworthy, pretender to the throne, and the grandees of the south have listened.
Crush
You
them
rise
all.
up and fight for Nazar, the true monarch.
Get it?
No, burn them all.
This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other will be on the battlefield.
The battlefield.
Get it?
Yes.
Sees him. Well, shit.
Oh yes.
Very well.
Taunt successful.
Seize him.
Get
Come
him out
on
now.
now.
Kratos,
Kratos, get the chop.
Yeah, no, you can't kill envoys.
I
Muted.
clearly can.
Oh, you're
Greg,
muted.
you're muted.
Yes.
What? But you can't do this. I'm an envoy. See? See how the king's tyranny grows worse by the day? Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
Your watchman wastes no time. Grandee Kinchin is dragged on out into the courtyard and his head is struck from his shoulders.
No.
I tried being loved, I will be feared now.
Bum, bum.
I didn't expect to move so boldly, Your Majesty.
What are our chances against the rebels?
The Grandees
Can die
are
on the
formidable,
seconds on the court.
but not undefeatable. I hope they don't persuade any other regions to join their rebellion.
Yeah.
No.
God
That would
forbid.
be disastrous.
How did things get this bad?
Oh, I wonder.
I can't believe you didn't use your veto.
The leader of the rebellion is Grandee Bailey. As reason for the uprising, he's citing your history of petty transgressions against the Grandees.
Urge to murder rising.
Yes, Your Majesty. Hold on to that feeling. You'll need it.
So this is it.
Best,
Civil War.
best voice. So is this
He
Marshall?
hated Rick flow through you.
That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before this is over.
It's like you're enjoying this.
I can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets.
Good stuff.
Oh.
And then there's an opening. Oh god, opening strike.
Oh boy.
Well, goodness.
Oh goodness. This kingdom is blackened by faithlessness and dishonor. The ninth god is weeping for what we have become. And whose fault is that?
Somebody else's.
King Umberto, the mad tyrant.
It
Duh.
started with a blood oath.
It just started with a blood oath and then complaint.
And then it went uphill from there.
Should have known.
Alas, you are right. We have no choice but to raise our banners, march on the capital, and install a better ruler, someone like noble Nazar. But first, we must work out our opening move. Pray to the ninth. Let him help us decide. We launch a preemptive strike against the chiefs to cripple their military compatibilities.
What the
You can
hell?
damn well try.
We want to join your rebellion.
No. Attack the counts. Attack the counts.
If we suspect the counts may join our cause, we can call them to war.
There we
They'll
go.
likely
We can call
be-
them
Yeah.
the war.
They'll be
Yeah.
more likely to join us if the king's authority is low.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Be kind. No. Please
We
don't.
could also call upon the church to condemn the king. Or finally, you could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud.
No, but my baby, my child.
We
Kill it,
want
I
to
kill
get
get
to
the
choose what
counts,
to
right?
do.
Call upon the
Counts.
counts.
Damn.
There are lovely.
Chat says fools.
Fools, all of you.
And if we are fools,
How
we
dare
can
you
go
defy
down.
me? Damn you all to hell.
I guess we. Yeah. Hopefully.
Very well. Call upon the council to join your cause. Ha! Defiance
Oh,
challenge failed.
no!
The grandees attempt to smuggle
No!
secret messages to the counts, but your watch intercepted.
No.
Bring it to me.
80%.
No!
Plans.
80% is crazy.
Aha! You scanned the
good.
letter, muttering under your breath at
Oh,
the
no.
audacity of the rebels to court my loyal counts.
That was so loyal.
Loyal to
Oh,
land
we're so
control
loyal, Your
snot.
Majesty.
Only
I
one.
love-
Absolute poppycock. Read the message aloud at the next council session in a mocking voice.
Okay, you guys are still good. You're
Okay.
You
still
can
good.
still do
Yeah,
it.
we're fine.
You can still
We're fine.
do it.
Damn.
You're
You're
good.
still
Laugh
pissed.
uproariously, especially after you shoot them a particularly stern glare.
You're
Counts,
one
don't you
stern
dare.
glare away.
Okay.
How dare you? End season. Please.
Vote.
Please.
Oh no,
The
this is also your
Council
own thing.
demands that the king's
Yes.
advisors resign, and the king is too weak to resist. Our replacements are waiting in the wings. Once our advisors surround the king, we'll have complete control of what he hears. We will shape his reality.
We'll treat the king like a mushroom. Keep him in the dark and feed him.
Now, let's not be vulgar. The question is, what will we do with this control?
Raise
What?
others'
A figurehead,
defiance.
please.
Definitely,
Please.
Raise
definitely
others'
for-
defiance.
Figurehead.
Yes,
No,
raise the
stability.
defiance.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, you fools.
Do it.
Yes.
Fools, all of you. How
Yes.
dare you? Damn you all. Damn you.
See if
Once
our
we've
defiance can go to 11.
Once we've taken over the Count's inner circle, we'll convince him to abdicate for the good of the kingdom, of course.
As long as I don't get blinded, as long as I just get monked, I'm here for this.
Of course,
probably the
and
best
appoint
outcome.
our claimant in his place, I assume.
Indeed.
Won't the other regions be furious?
Not if they despise the current king. They'll welcome a new monarch with open arms, even if it's an Easterner.
I don't see the grandees welcoming a new monarch. That sounds out of character. For the final, oh no. Okay, the defiance
Oh,
of the other
done.
regions needs to be a combined 17 or ensure the
Which
current
is-
rebellion continues.
No, it's the
Let's
other
crush
regions.
The rebellion.
So high.
It's the other two
Yes.
regions.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah, go ahead, tax us.
Towns, would you like
please.
some bribes? Hey, the North, would you also like some bribes, please?
Particularly.
Yes. Very
Good, now you
Consider
can
the
No,
call
I've
rebellion
been
report.
down.
No.
On the verge.
Yes.
It's okay.
Hooray!
they're
My
close.
loyal
Oh, we can
counts.
join.
Fight the
Join!
rebels.
Join!
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 For the joining.
Vote!
Wait, look at how the battle ends first, and then we can see. There's a great
Vote.
battle to start with.
Vote!
Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped with civil war.
This is so
At
much
least-
cooler than last year's.
At least that's what you imagine. Most of the time is spent in the safety of a palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal.
Your Majesty, the army of the South is advancing on the capital, led by that treacherous cur, Grandee Bailey.
I'll have your head on a spike.
I've received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the east.
Thank you, Beast.
If they march now, they'll intercept the Grandees in a matter of days.
Good, we can have the red wedding soon.
Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the north. It's risky, but together they'd have a higher chance of defeating the accursed Grandees. What are your orders, Your Majesty?
The counts and the chiefs should join forces, tell the other counts to fight the southern army head on. The counts will not. The count and the chiefs should join forces, and together they will crush these upstart rebels.
Very well, Your Majesty. I'll relay
Right.
your orders to Count Nick.
What happens if
Commander
the
of the
council, if
field.
both of them vote to rebel?
No. Don't question it.
That won't happen. That won't happen.
It's going to
Surely
be
not.
fine.
Hopefully they'll do as they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on a battlefield.
I'm sure the counts wouldn't betray us halfway through a battle and just shift sides.
I don't think any of us doing our history podcasts have ever heard of someone betraying someone in the middle of a battle.
No, no, no. It's
No,
Never.
never,
Yeah.
never.
No,
Never,
never
I
happened.
definitely didn't
Yeah.
just record
That
an
doesn't-
episode with Roberto doing this.
I don't think I actually have.
Okay, good. Not yet.
Yeah.
Ah, very good.
This is why we're experiencing this, so you can feel included.
Yeah,
We have our orders. Should we follow them?
Of course you should. That's what orders are
No.
for.
No.
No.
Defy orders.
Please. Link up with
Defy
the Chiefs.
orders.
Link up with the
Link up.
Chiefs.
Hang in the back and let the rebels march on the Capitol without challenge.
Yeah, I think
Defy
Yes.
orders.
Damn you
Yes.
all.
Hang back. Yes.
Damn, you would have the Easterners win. How could you? Have you no self-respect? The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting anxiously for your marshal's return. Finally, she bursts into your throne room.
those damn cowards, cravens, treacherous, yellow-bellied, liver-livered, chicken-hearted bastards!
Monster boss!
How did the battle go?
No!
Tell us what you
Instead of
really
engaging
think.
the enemy or linking up with the chiefs, the counts told their army to just hang back, do nothing.
Rebels gain 3 victory points. I hope that's not enough.
They sat pretty in their camp and scratched their asses while the entire southern army walked on by.
I have their heads for this. I will kill everyone and then rule on my own now.
If you win, which now looks less likely.
The North would never betray me. You have
You
no
have
choice but
no
to lie
cho-
at the Chiefs.
It'll all come down to the next battle, your majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance.
I shall lead my troops personally this time, so I can see them look them in the eye when I kill them all.
But sir, you've never led a force in your life.
No,
Maybe
no,
we should
this
leave
always
this to the
works
more.
I must advise against this. You'll be in great danger, and inspiring as your presence may be to the troops, your death or severe injury would destroy their morale completely.
No, I am sick of waiting around. I shall have all of their heads.
Very well, your
Fall
majesty.
into our trap.
I will prepare your armor and horse. We ride at dawn.
Leave off the wings from the dragon costume, please.
I will say, if you see
Rebel.
Yeah.
Rebel.
What do you think
Yes.
everybody's rebelling?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
No. New gods.
new gods,
Help
click
us the
something.
North.
Your Greatness, I've come to thank you and the Ninth Church for your kindness during the so-called season of claws. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad for their help. The creature's attacks have eased. I can only imagine why, but I thank the gods for it, both old and the new.
There is no need to thank us.
This is you guys role playing that
Once the chief
nothing's
is
happening.
bowed, her head to leave, your archbishop is quick to lean over to you.
Your Majesty, we are presented with a golden opportunity to expand the church's influence. We should capitalize on this goodwill immediately.
Who's left to vote? I'm just
Just
going to
us?
veto sending missionaries, because no, don't be defiant. Please remain pagan for the love of God.
Okay,
Oh,
so
the
you guys
counts are
haven't.
still voting. Counts
Oh, sorry, I
Oh,
shouldn't
I
have given
can
away
read
that I
this.
can vote.
You
I-
still
we
haven't
can still vote,
technically
too.
rebelled.
Yes,
As soon
technically,
as you
our
end the season, though.
letter of rebellion hasn't reached you yet.
No, it's still fine. I still haven't received the Magna Carta. The council decides against kicking their hornet's nest, or the sleeping bear, as the case may be. You reason the ninth god will judge them accordingly, and thereafter anyways. Okay, mustering an army. Along the southern border, countless swords flashing in the blazing sun, prayers fill the air. The Grand East troops are gathering in vast numbers.
By the grace of the Ninth, we have assembled an army to strike fear into the heart of the false king. What next?
Next, we march. But not yet. We must ensure we've called upon every resource at our disposal. And on that subject, I've considered several proposals to further bolster our army for the trials ahead.
Something lowering defiance? Please? Oh, your trade and farming is terribly low. Good. I'm glad I crashed the
fine.
economy.
I'll be
this.
honest. We just I think military is the important thing.
Yeah. Very well. No, not the Holy Orders. Wait, my nuns, my loyal nuns.
Yeah.
Not so loyal anymore.
Well, damn.
Praise the Ninth. The Holy Order of the Sunken Star has recognized the righteousness of our cause and will fight alongside of us.
Frank's got his hands full, so.
We are blessed. We are blessed.
Fair.
The church doesn't support us in this conflict. So these knights risk their souls, very souls, to help us out. Let's not disappoint them.
The North can help. The Holy Knights soon arrive in the southern camp, riding gleaming armor atop towering steeds. They are few, but each is worth 20 ordinary soldiers on the field of battle.
I do want to say that I'm hoping this isn't a bad time, but my name tag
I
falls
must
off,
say,
and
it
under
feels
Bailey
good
it
to have the
says
strength
Jeff.
of the ninth on our side.
Very good. So everything is going to be fun, right? We cool? We're all cool, guys?
We're going to end that
Oh
season.
my god, end season.
All right, buddies. Okay, buddies.
I don't know if this matters anymore.
Buddies.
Yes.
We're all friends, right? We're all good. We're all fine. This is surely a good event. Your marshal staggers into the throne room stinking of booze. She gives you a lopsided grin.
Oh no.
Heard the news?
Good news, I hope.
Good news. Good news, he says. The Count's sent word that they're joining the rebellion against you, Your Majesty. All 3 regions are now turned on you. Do you know what that means? It means we are royally, no pun intended, screwed. The capital garrison couldn't take on one of the regions single-handed, let alone all 3. Historically, a king of the kingdom has only survived by playing the regions against each other. To unite them all in common cause, their hatred of you, well, that's no mean feat. You are absolutely unmatched when it comes to pissing people off, Your Majesty. A world beater.
So supposed to be.
Consider this my resignation. There's no fun in an unwinnable war.
She strides out of the throne room without looking back. The next few days, you wait for the end to come. The united armies of the rebels sweep through the Crown lands, meeting barely any resistance along the way. Soon they're camped in a vast mass outside the capital. Against such overwhelming numbers, your walls can't hold out. The ladders go up, and the enemy soldiers pour in. As dawn rises, Grandee Bailey strolls into your throne room, backed by soldiers from all across the kingdom, cavaliers from the south, warriors from the north, and knights from the east.
Grandee Jeff now. His name tag fell off. He's Grandee Jeff.
Let's talk about this.
What's the point of talking to a dead man?
The triumphant smirk, Grandee Bailey makes a sharp gesture. The southern soldiers step forward, swords at the ready. But the sacrifice for the good times.
May the ninth god have mercy on your soul, sinner.
You're not taking me without a fight. Empty hands can do little against armor and swords. You're given a vicious beating and the fight drains out of you.
Don't even kill you, we just beat you.
Instead of killing you, the soldiers seize you and drag you down to your own dungeon.
That dungeon we made.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's right.
While imprisoned in your tiny cell, you hear the guards gossiping. Apparently the chiefs, counts, and grandees are already fighting over your vacated throne. Just give it to my son. He's there. He do a better job. Soldiers, who is this?
Who wants to be a soldier?
I will.
I will. Okay, go ahead.
You want it? I think
No,
there's gonna be
it's
two
good.
soldiers here anyway. So
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
the Chiefs. No.
That's a perfect voice for a soldier. I love it.
Oh my God, the Chiefs and the Grandies are the strongest, richest, and have the most support. Like out of from the church. Like so, one of the thrones will like totally go to them. Like.
After a week of rotting in your own dungeon, you're marched out to a public platform, jeered at by thousands of peasants who are ungrateful and forgot about their blood oath. You cringe under a barrage of rotten fruit and fresh dung. Ah, come on, the dung's not classy. You can see Grandy Bailey sitting in the front row, grinning. The rebels have won, the capital has been taken, you are a former king. My authority is now spineless. The executioner waits silently, holding an axe bigger than you. If you have any last words, now's the time.
Is it too late to abdicate?
I'll be heading off then.
Is it too late to abdicate? Place your head on the block. The executioner lifts his massive axe. Wait, you suddenly thought of much better last words. You turn to the executioner to tell him, but the axe has already fallen. Thunk. Your head bounces into Grandy's Bailey's lap, and your reign comes to a gruesome end. And I have no diadem any longer. I'm
holding.
Bad. Terrible. No. Oh, you have to vote who to succeed.
Oh no!
Oh!
The
Please.
counts, you played yourselves.
Oh, I gotta vote for myself.
Nazad.
Oh, thank you, counts.
Every vote counts.
Oh.
That's
Very
fair.
well.
We were the most loyal.
Yeah. And admittedly,
until the end, you could have fought with us to the bitter end, but you decided to lose.
Could have.
Apparently, you had a spouse on the throne. How dare you?
We had an alliance with the counts in the very beginning.
yeah, we like as
Yeah.
soon as you guys even started, like you started like deciding things for
And the North betrayed
Chiefs.
us anyway. That was terrible. 5 nobles voted for the next monarch to be Nazar. So be it. After the entire kingdom rose against him, King Umberto was dragged out of the palace and decapitated in the city square. Both Kings Umberto of Italy died or lost their throne, so fair enough. The chiefs joined the rebellion alongside the grandees, but nobody considered them a true contender for the crown.
Yeah.
The counts joined the rebellion at the last minute, either finally fed up with the king or perhaps just desperate to be on the winning side.
That's mean. That's mean. They've been there the whole time.
Yeah,
The
no, the
grandees
counts were
launched a
with us.
rebellion that toppled the king and devastated the kingdom. In the aftermath, nobody could stop them from taking the throne, and Nazar was crowned to half-hearted cheers from the traumatized folk. Yay, I guess. Hooray. Monarch stats. I ruled for 3 years. Frankly, that
King
is...
Umberto the loser.
The loser.
Wow, I did not see that.
All hail.
That's
King
so
of the
mean.
losers.
What's under the monarch?
back.
The
That's-
noble section even?
Wrong cut. Noble section, let's see. Nobles, wealthiest noble, John Primetime, poorest noble, Bailey. The
Oh.
kingdom is absolutely abysmal now. The farming
Yep.
is destroyed, trade is collapsing.
Yeah, you didn't leave us much.
Hey, you fought me.
I will say though, Nazir, if he does turn this around, he's going to be known as Nazir the Great after
Exactly.
after
Absolutely.
Umberto.
The end.
Well done, everybody.
Woo! You can
We had a
continue in
successful
the future of the
rebellion
Berto
this time.
dynasty who died. But yes, dynasty events
Next-
I'm excited to see. We'll see.
Amazing.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, because when Roberto played right there, we couldn't do a rebellion. There was never enough to
No,
fight.
Yeah.
this is too good a king.
Yeah, and also like all of us last time were voting against each other every time.
Yes.
Yes,
Like,
this time
it
you
was-
learn how to absolutely destroy us all, which
Yeah.
is not destroy us all, destroy me, and then doom the peasantry to a horrible end.
Hi.
Yes, my name is William.
We pulled a survivor, formed an alliance, and then marched our way to the end.
What will happen to my
Exactly.
child? What's gonna happen then?
Oh, it's okay. He's his
They get thrown
just like
down a well.
just like Caligula's daughter, we dashed his head against the
Oh
rocks.
god.
Well, your wife was still there and still a strong convert, so probably would have taken the
Yes,
baby to the
yes,
church.
yeah, my
We could
spouse
become
is even
battle
better,
nuns in the
yeah.
end.
And
Yeah,
to
we'll
be
just-
fair, the Southerners were very faithful, so they probably
Oh.
would have, you know.
Yeah.
They probably would have
Exactly.
accepted, yeah.
You
that-
did
that
not
program,
castrate your son, and that's why you failed. So we castrated
Exactly.
your son
One of
for you.
them. Fair
Oh.
enough. I suppose, yes.
Well, let's say a wonderful thank you to everybody who's been watching
Yes,
and
thank you,
commenting and
everybody.
playing
Yes,
along.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mm.
Good time. And yes, we'll see. We come back another time to overthrow someone else.
Yes, let us know
That'll
when
be
you
an
want to see
exciting
that.
future.
Everybody say
There we
bye
go.
to
All
our
right.
watchers.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
There. Perfect.
Okay.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
we had up to like 14 people watching at one point.
Fair enough.